US of A coming on up, and we are live. Hey guys, how you going? So down BKRsport. We are here for the final cricket game of the day in the T20 World Cup, and it is Pakistan taking on the USA. And this is interesting because obviously the other day USA they gave it a real good crack, man. They gave it a real good crack against India, and if it wasn't for a drop catch against Surya Gama Yadav at 15 runs, who ended up getting 84, they probably would have gone on to win that game in the biggest shock of all time in the opener of the tournament, man. You know, they gave it a really, really good effort, and I think everyone was proud of what they did despite losing that game by 29 runs to India in that first game. They are going to be missing Ali Khan tonight, however, which is very rough for them because he was a unbelievable bowler. He was unbelievable for them when they were going up against the Indians, man. So that's really, really frustrating to see. He obviously went off that game without being able to bowl his final over because of a groin injury, and obviously he is not here tonight. So that is a very crucial blow. The numbers he picked up in that game was he actually only got 2 overs. He didn't get 4 overs. He would have played the full 4, which also would have been a great chance of them winning. Even with that dropped catch, he would be able to limit Yadav in those final few overs, but he picked up just the 1 wicket, but only 13 runs. His economy was 6.5, and he was bowling really well. Obviously, Shadley Van Quick, he'll be playing tonight, and at Sin Lease, this is going to be all about the pace and the bounce. Very different to the other pitch in Colombo. That is definitely all about the spin and slowing it all down. But here at St. Elise, it is about that bounce. And Shadley Van Quick is going to be very important today. He got 4 wickets with 6.25 on the economy against the Indians. So against Pakistan, we're going to have to see how they crack on here because Pakistan, they did not have a fantastic game against the Netherlands. They ended up winning that game by 3 wickets with just the 3 balls left, and it was a drop catch from the Netherlands that ultimately got the Pakistanis over the line. You did see Sahibzada Farhan get 47 runs, which is very beneficial there, and Saeem Ayub got 24, but if it wasn't for Fahim Ashraf on 29, who did get dropped in a crucial point of the game, they would have lost that game. So it hasn't been convincing by them by any stretch of the imagination. But obviously going into a game here today, you would expect the Pakistanis to get the job done, but it just isn't a guarantee. It isn't a guarantee, and I've got to go on live here. I just realised this isn't clicked on for live. Okay, now it's on live. Okay, beautiful for the game coming up. Starts in 10 minutes' time. Obviously, guys, hit that like button and subscribe if you're new around here. We've got a massive day of cricket tomorrow, which is going to be first game, I think, is Afghanistan versus South Africa. Then it's Australia versus Ireland. And then after that, we got the West Indies versus England. Let me just confirm here. So tomorrow, first game is South Africa, Afghanistan. Then the second game is Australia versus Ireland. And then it is England versus the West Indies. So an absolutely massive day. Probably the biggest day of the group stages because there's no other day that really competes with that overall. West Indies. No, that's just not going to be the case. No, tomorrow is very clearly the biggest day across the group stages for just big games. And obviously Australia haven't played in this tournament so far. So that's why that's big, even though they should get the win against the Irish. South Africa, Afghanistan is really massive in the context for Afghanistan, and South Africa do want to get a good win after the Kiwis have obviously beaten Afghanistan and then also gone and got a resounding victory today against the UAE, getting a 10-wicket win there. And then, that England-West Indies game is really important, especially with England nearly falling to Nepal and making that one close. So that group is well and truly open overall, even though it should be the English and West Indies going through. The West Indies will want to try and stave off maybe a fight from Nepal to go through that group stage. So a massive win there would be lovely for the West Indies, but we'll see. And their net run rate is massive right now with that big win over the Scottish early doors. In regards to Pakistan cricket, coming into this tournament, they did get that win just against the Netherlands by 3 wickets, and they in their World Cup war match against Ireland, it was abandoned without a ball. Then you go to that game, that series against Australia, where they did win 3-0. They did win the toss every time and chose to bat first, which was the choice there for sure in Lahore. But they were going up against a much weakened Australian team. It was an Australia B team in a lot of aspects, or Australia A team is what they kind of call it in cricket. But with that being said, it was a resounding victory in that series, regardless. 22 runs, 90 runs, and then 111 runs. Australia just weren't clicked on at any stage of that. When Pakistan took on Sri Lanka, in a 3-game series before that. It was 1-1. So the first game they won by 6 wickets with 20 balls left. Then it was a match abandoned without a ball bowled. And then you had Sri Lanka win the third game by 14 runs. That was in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka got 160 on their lead. They took the option to bat, but they bat first, and they got up to 160, and Pakistan just couldn't chase that. So very mixed form there. And then in a one-off tournament where they played Sri Lanka quite a few times actually. They won by 6 wickets at 8 balls left. Sri Lanka also won another one by 6 runs. They played Zimbabwe, and Pakistan won by 69 runs. They played Sri Lanka again, won by 7 wickets with 27 balls left. Played Zimbabwe, won by 5 wickets with 4 left. And also in that final of the Asia Cup, they did lose to India by 5 wickets with 2 balls left there. So, look, that was actually quite close in a lot of ways. That was a very close game, considering it was only the 2 balls left there for India to get the job done, but India did get the job done. They've played the Sri Lankans a lot recently, actually. When they played Bangladesh, they did win by 11 runs, and they played Sri Lanka again with a 5-wicket win with 12 balls left there. But overall, it has been, relatively inconsistent, but there was a really close game there against the Indians, and I don't think that Australia series was a primetime one to get a full read about how this Pakistani team is. So let's see them here today against the USA team that is fighting for a bit of respect and to move up the rankings and to put some respect on their name. And if USA does win this game in a massive upset, it would actually give them a shout of progressing through the group stage, especially now that Pakistan are playing in that game on Sunday. We have found out that India and Pakistan is not being boycotted anymore by Pakistan. So Saturday is a big game, a massive game. I would still be tipping the Indians to win that game. Even though it is in Colombo, so that'll be interesting with the spin, and Pakistan do have some good spin. Look, if Pakistan don't win that game, there is a really good shout that if they lose this to the USA could and probably will go through the group stage alongside India, which would be a massive shock. So Pakistan, they need to win this game, otherwise they'll be chomping down to the bit. If they don't win this game, they must beat India, in my personal opinion, because I do have the Americans going and beating the Namibians and also the Dutch as well. Even though the Dutch, they've played 2 games, gone close with Pakistan. You know what? I'm even being a little bit disrespectful to the Netherlands there. They've gone and gotten super close to Pakistan. Their net run rate right now is actually above Pakistan with 0.356, and Pakistan are at 0.240 with that win. Obviously, the Netherlands played earlier today. This is only meaningful if Pakistan were to lose this game. Otherwise, it wouldn't matter in regards to that. But if Pakistan were to lose this game, the Netherlands are also a great shot at going through. The whole Group A would be completely open with a USA surprise victory here. The whole. Namibia, it's not going to be happening, unfortunately, but the USA and Netherlands would have a great opportunity with the fact that Pakistan still have to go and beat India on Sunday. But at least for Pakistan standards and perspective, at least that game is going ahead, because if it wasn't going ahead, then the group would be just completely wide open regardless, right? So a huge game here for Pakistan. Don't underestimate it and come in and just absolutely belt it around. For USA Cricket, let's go have a look at USA Cricket here in comparison. So obviously they're coming off the back of that close loss against India. Before that, in a World Cup warm-up match, they only lost by 7 runs to New Zealand, where they got 201 runs. So they definitely do know how to bat in that regards. And then they played India A, where they did lose by 38 runs, not the first string team for India, but India A. When they play, they also recently had a ODI series, North American Cup and whatnot. ODI CWC League 2 in the North American Cup. They beat Canada by 6 wickets with 5 balls left. Canada put on a decent enough show in the batting last night against the South Africans, but USA won that. They beat Bermuda a couple of times. They lost to Canada by 17 runs in one game in that North American Cup, and then you're going up and seeing them, whoop teams like the Bahamas by 149 runs, the Cayman Islands by 79 runs, Oman by 8 wickets, Oman by 4 wickets, Oman by 7 wickets, and Oman by 57 runs. They absolutely were crushing them there overall. So actually, that 57-run win was an ODI, so forget that. But Oman only got 65, whilst USA got 122. Wow, that's a really disappointing game overall. But look, USA, you can't back them in for a guaranteed win by any stretch of the imagination. Like, you're not going to have a super deal of confidence behind them, but you are going to say they are a sneaky shout of doing this. And again, if they do this, it makes that Pakistan-India game on Sunday even more red hot, because Pakistan would need to beat USA, because otherwise USA would be just chomping down the bit, and so would be the Dutch. So, guys, obviously hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. The team lineups here today before we do get into the chat. We've got Pakistan with Sahibzada Farhan, Sayyim Ayub, Sadaman Ali Aga, who's the captain, Babar Azam, Usman Khan, who is the wicketkeeper, Shadab Khan, Mohammad Nawaz, Fahim Ashraf, Shaheen Afridi, Usman Tariq, and Abra Ahmed, with the Americans being Andre Goose, who is the wicketkeeper, Shayan Jahangir, Monank Patel, who is the captain, Milind Kumar, Shubhan Ranjane, Sanjay Krishnamurthy, Harmeet Singh, Mohammad Moshin, Shadley Vejkal Quick, Saurabh Netravalkar, and Eshan Adil. Now, Netravalkar had an awful game against the Americans. He gave up a ridiculous amount of runs, but this pitch is going to be a lot better for him. Now, the United States actually won the toss and elected to bowl. So we're going to see Pakistan bat first here, which is what they've been used to in recent weeks with their series against Australia. We are going to see the Pakistanis go out and see what they can do, but I would back in a lot more of the pace bowling here from America in a lot of ways compared to the spin of Pakistan. They probably would have been wanting to play at the other ground here in Colombo, which is spin heavy dominant, whilst here it has been a lot more about the bounce and about the pace. So the Americans do have an advantage in that way. This is going to be an interesting game. This could go either way. I am going to say that Pakistan should win this game, but this could go either way if the Americans are up and about like they were against India. Just throwing it out there. We could potentially see the biggest upset of the tournament right now, but also we could see the complete opposite. So, all right, let's get into it. Serpent says, insane how some teams are playing their second game and Australia haven't played yet. Yeah, it's really frustrating, man. It feels like, as a Gold Coast Titans fan from last year in the Rugby League, we had a bye in round one, so we obviously didn't have any Vegas game, and then we had to wait all the way through round one to see... obviously, I also have the bye, and then we were the last game on the Sunday of round two. It was just so brutal, man. So we had to wait 3 weeks to see our first game, effectively. But it's the same thing with Australia. And as an Australian, we would have liked to have seen an early hit out. Obviously, we didn't get to play that World Cup warm-up match against the Netherlands because it got washed out. So that was really, really frustrating there. And we would have loved to have seen us get some good runs on the board and just get us back into a better mentality after the disappointing series, despite the fact that we were much more reserved and had a lot less of our star players in that series against Pakistan. We would have liked to have just got that mindset and mentality back on track, but obviously that wasn't to be, and now we've had to wait for so long. Ireland have already played a game. They did go and lose to Sri Lanka. We've already seen those two teams play. Have we seen the... Hold on. Who's the other in our group again? Oh, Zimbabwe. That's right. We saw Zimbabwe and Oman already play as well. So are we the last team out of every team to play, actually? India's played. Netherlands, Pakistan, Namibia, USA have all played. Zimbabwe, Sri Lanka, Ireland, Oman have all played. Australia, no. West Indies, Scotland, England, Nepal, Italy have all played. New Zealand, South Africa, Afghanistan, UAE, and Canada have all played. Yeah, we are the last team to actually see the field, which is tomorrow. Yeah, no, that's brutal, man. That is brutal. Jacko says, India versus Pakistan preview. Mate, that's massive on Sunday. It's massive. Nate says, USA all the way. Peter Pan's mob will pump the USA, I reckon. Also, surely Pakistan win here convincingly to show that they are relatively better than India, using USA as a benchmark. If you have to use USA as a benchmark, you know there's a problem. But also, the last World Cup, USA beat Pakistan. Just putting that out there. Was it the last World Cup or the World Cup before that? Someone will be able to tell me. Pakistan did lose to the USA in either the last World Cup or the World Cup before that. So just throwing it out there. There's a shout. There's a sneaky. There's a something. There's a something. There's a something. Seven says Pakistan versus India C team. Serpent says, funny how you say biggest upset because we saw the same last T20 World Cup. Oh, it was the last T20 World Cup. USA winning in a super over. Yeah, well, that'd be awesome if we saw it again. But Saurabh Netravalkar, he's going to be the one bowling here as the opening for the USA. Satish, it's not the first time Pakistan is expecting something out of the USA. I just feel like there's actually quite a few things that are going in USA's advantage here. This pitch is better for the pace bowling, what we've seen throughout this T20 World Cup so far. They do have their confidence, and although they are missing Ali Khan, he is a spin bowler. Pakistan need to find some good pace in this one, really. They do. They need to find some good paces. But Netravalka, let's see him improve. That's a dot ball. Big swing and a big miss. That is a dot ball, and that tells you how this pitch is going to be. I'm telling you, it's all about the pace, man. It's all about the bounce. America has an advantage in this ability, this bowling style. I'm telling you, this pitch is actually favouring them because Pakistan is all about the spin. All about it. It's better to bowl first for USA. No, I like it. And it's a very aggressive start there from them too. I love them choosing to bowl first and get this underway. And I feel like, I don't know what Pakistan would have done. I don't know. I feel like they probably would have bat first too, to be fair. That'll be a dot ball. I feel like they probably would have. Because with their spin and this not being a spin track, compared to the other ground in Colombo, they probably would have wanted to set the mark as well again, and then back in themselves a little bit later on. I feel like that would have been the case. First ever day-nighter at this ground. Day-nighter? Oh, this is the first ever night game at this ground, you're saying? I don't know what the days fall there, unless I'm misunderstanding, but you're saying this is the first ever night game in Sinhalese. Oh, that's a good shot over the top, and that will be a 6 from Saeem Ayub. That's a good start there. Saeem will hit the 6. Big start. Advantage Pak have is playing a game in Colombo before USA versus India was in India, obviously. Yeah, different stadium though, different ground, and a very different pitch. Very different pitch. Other pitch in Colombo is... Oh, wait, did they play in Sinhalese? Was this here? Or did they play at R. Pramadasa Stadium? The first game that was a nice shot. The first game was at... this was at the SSC ground. So that was here. Oh, he's gone. Is he gone? I'd review this. The ump said no. USA went up for it. That is spicy. That is spicy. That is spicy. Oh, will they review? Will they review? They're going to review it. Here we go. Come on. This is massive. This is massive here. Saeem Ayub could be done. This is massive. First of a night game. Thank you. Yeah, definitely worth reviewing here, Shatij. This is spicy stuff from Netravalka. This is spicy stuff from Netravalka. Oh, this is going to be close, man. It doesn't obviously hit the bat. There's no problem with that. Yeah, ball's gone past the bat. Clearly no bat. Oh, dude, this is close. It might be ump's call, but this might be unlucky for the USA with an ump's call. Yeah, I think it's umpire's call, Shatij. It's real close. Stay in. Oh, it's going to miss. No, that's going to miss on that ball tracking. Yeah, it's umpire's call. Spewing, dude. They'll keep their review. It was worth the review. It's only hitting by that much. That ball tracking did show that it was actually going a bit further. Oh, spewing, man. Umpire's call. That would have been such a big wicket there for the Americans. That does... Yeah, look, that ball tracker looked so different to what it actually looked like. Like, the ball tracker looked like that was giving it a lot of swing. It's definitely worth a shout. Anyway, very nice bowl regardless. Dot ball. Next one. And that will be a dot ball. Well, the good 6 there from Saeem. But outside of that, USA have been really good in this first over. Really positive. You have to love the hot food from 7-Eleven. Toasted cheese sanger. Yeah, 7-Eleven in Asia is so good, man. whether it's the sushi or it's the cheese toasty. Even like a hot dog here in Vietnam is good at the old 7-Eleven. Very good start, regardless of that 6. It's been a very good start here. Just spewing umpires call. And that will be a dot ball. I want to see better fielding from the USA today as well. They dropped about 3 or 4 catches in that game against India. That was, and obviously, the big one being Yadav. They dropped about 3 or 4 catches, which was absolutely brutal. Why? Is this a rugby league ground? They're showing us like a rugby league ground. Where are they showing us right now? That's a bit random. They're not even showing us a cricket ground. They're showing us a rugby league ground. 7-Eleven Australia is shithouse. I mean, the old quick servos here, they had Gorilla Dogs. Yeah, the 7-Elevens in Australia aren't the same as what you get in like Thailand or Vietnam and whatnot, man. You actually get some pretty good quick food at 7-Eleven and whatnot. Just realised Pakistan have 4 specialist spinners. Yeah, they have a lot of spin. They love their spin. This is why this ground isn't actually their priority. This isn't what they actually want. They want to play at R. Pramadasar Stadium, but they played at the SSC ground in the first game against the Netherlands, and obviously that was extremely, extremely close. Adil will be bowling next, and then they're playing here at the SSC ground again today. Now, against India, I'm pretty certain it's at R. Pramadasar. Yeah, it is. It's at R. Pramadasar Stadium, which is more spin dominant. And then they play against Namibia, where it's going to be at the SSC ground. So it goes against their spin dominant culture here at Pakistan for 3 of the 4 games. And the one game where they do get a little bit of spin is the game against India. Yeah, they play India at Pramadasar. 7-Eleven in Thailand is a stoner's best friend. Yeah, exactly. So dot ball again. Farhan. He didn't have an incredible series against Australia, Farhan. If I have the memory right, Ehsan Adil was playing for Pakistan years back. I'm not too sure. Well, he is bowling right now. And they'll be wide, I'd say. Yep, that's a wide. India play spin well, though. No, exactly. That's why I didn't really say advantage there. At least it goes with the Pakistan spin, and they definitely take that. I'm pretty certain the final, if they were to make the final, which I doubt, but if they were to make the final, then I think it's at Pramadasar Stadium. Actually, Shatish, you'll know this. You'll have a better idea of this. I know it's not locked in for Ahmedabad, even though I think it'll be there if India make it. But if it's India versus Pakistan, would that be at R. Pramadasar Stadium in Colombo? That's going to be a dot ball. So basically, India is begging Pakistan not to be the final because it'll take the final away from their moneymaker 132,000 seater stadium to, I don't know what R. Pramadasar is. R. Pramadasar Stadium capacity. He's played 3 tests for Pakistan, so 35,000. So you lose 100,000 tickets if Pakistan make the final. If Pakistan make the final, you lose 100,000 tickets. That's crazy. I might go to Vietnam in April, probably hot as hell, but I can handle it. Nah, it's not too bad, bro. Not too bad. Next bolt. And that's going to be smash over the top. That should be a 4. Yeah, it will be a 4 for Farhan. Farhan will get the 4, and they'll be on 11 runs for nada through 1.3. Now, my question, Shatij, was if India plays Pakistan in the final, will that be at R. Pramadasar Stadium in Colombo? And if so, I'm saying that if Pakistan make the final, which India would be fuming at, if Pakistan did that, you would lose 100,000 seats on financials because Pakistan would play in Colombo, and that's 35,000 seats compared to 132,000 seats at Ahmedabad. Next bowl for Adil. And that's going to be in the air, but it will sneak through the fielders for a 4. It will sneak through the fielders, and that's 302 tournament fours. That's only if India make it themselves. I'm not saying that. We're just having this conversation about if they do. No one's showing up to New Zealand England final in Ahmedabad. Yeah, you're not seeing a whole. You'll still probably see 50. I would say you'd still see. Again, Satish told us yesterday though that Ahmedabad hasn't actually been locked in. I would assume if India, but you can't. You'd have to organise it beforehand. Apparently, Ahmedabad hasn't even been locked in. But England, New Zealand would probably still pick up 50. You'd assume, surely. Surely. Next bowl here from Adil. And that's going to be good fielding. This is what you want to see improved. So 9 runs off the over here from Adil. Pakistan playing the final will be a huge loss to BCCI and will be great for Sri Lankan cricket. Yeah, it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome for Sri Lanka, sorry, is what I should say. But for Indian cricket, wow, they'd lose a lot. But yeah, as Servan's saying, if India don't make the final, then the ticket sales are not going to be too spectacular at Ahmedabad. Yeah, Sri Lanka hosts the semi-final. Yeah, they host the semi-final. If Pakistan's in it, I think this is all down to... I think they host one semi-final, regardless. I think so. Drad says, India have struggled for a spin lately, but in ODIs and tests, though. So Ihsan, next bowl, that will be smashed through the fielders in the power play here, and it will be a 4. So 19 runs through the first 2 overs. I do expect, though, that Pakistan are going to be needing to get to about, instead of target, actually comment in the chat what you guys think that Pakistan will get to. I'd say that 180, 175 is probably par here. I'd say 175, 180. The games we've seen at SSC so far, let's go have a look. Pakistan 176. Yeah, I think that's around parish. So they played Netherlands here, and Pakistan got 148, Netherlands got 147. And then on the next day, it wasn't England and Nepal, it wasn't Afghanistan. It was Sri Lanka, Ireland, but I'm pretty certain that was at Apramadasar. Yeah, it was, so that's not that one. Scotland, Italy. Was Scotland, Italy here? No, that was in Kolkata. Oman, Zimbabwe might have been here. Next bowl. And that's going to be a dot ball. That's Travalka. Good work. So Oman, Zimbabwe. Yeah, Oman, Zimbabwe was here. And look, that's a hard game to read because Oman got 103 through 19.5, but Zimbabwe got 106 and 13.3. So they would have been getting probably up around that 170, 180 based off of that. More so probably 170. South Africa, Canada was an Ahmedabad. Namibia, Netherlands obviously wasn't. So we've only seen We've only seen 2 games. One game being very, very difficult to read, and the other game being that Pakistan and Netherlands game. But I do feel like this is probably... Yeah, that's up in the air. That's been smashed towards the boundary, and that will be a 6. That will be a 6 for Saeem Ayub, and it's 25 for nothing. And they're getting a bit going right now. They should be able to host it even if Pakistan don't make it. Imagine Sri Lanka make it but have to play it in India. No, I'm pretty certain. This is the thing. It's so weird how this tournament's operating. I don't know if it's a guarantee that Sri Lanka gets a game regardless in the semi-final. If Sri Lanka's playing in it, I'm pretty certain there's going to be a game in Colombo. If Pakistan's playing in it, I'm 100% certain there's going to be a game in Colombo. I feel like there's one in each, yeah. I do. I feel like there's one in Colombo and the other one in India. Netravalka next bolt. Oh, how big would that wicket of Saeem Ayub been if the ump had have called him out? And they would have lost the review. No, they wouldn't have lost the review, sorry, Pakistan, but they would have reviewed it because it was close enough to review either way. But this is a good stuff here for Pakistan. It's a nice shot, though. So Netravalka's been good, but he's given up 1-6 in each over. He only gave up that 6 in the first one. He gives up a single there. But, like, he's still been bowling really, really well. It's only 13 runs off of the 1.4. Strike rate in T20 since 2024 for Saim Ayub. 1 to 10 balls is 123. 11 to 20 balls is 141. 20 plus balls, 156. So basically, you need to get him early. You needed to get him when you had that umpire's call. You needed to get him early. They've got a sign over there, a big thing saying Cricket Army, but it doesn't have which team they're supporting. It just has Cricket Army. Or unless, it might have had red and white on it, so maybe it's the USA Cricket Army. I don't know. Next bowl from Netravalka. Top ball. Nicely bowled. Looking to make up from a poor first game. Here's Netravalka. Tell you what, this commentary absolutely loves Saim Ayub. They are circle jerking him no ends. They are going all in on him. All the chips are in on Saim Ayub from this commentary team. He really loves our back on the leg side. So 9.18 on the run rate currently. And that's been absolutely smashed for a 6. That is gone from Farhan. And that has been slaughtered. So 32 runs through 3 overs. So they are above the 10 runs per over rate at the moment. Have I got the Sky Sports coverage? No, I'm on Prime, mate. I'm on Prime. Sahib Zadar means Prince in Urdu. Well, there you go. But Sahib Zadar has just sent that one to the rafters. And that is a big run there. But I do expect I do expect the USA to hit pretty well here as well. Venj Skulquick, he is their prime-time speed pace bowler right now. Picked up 4 wickets against India. Can he be the one to turn this game back in America's advantage? 4 wickets against India. He was great. Now his time to shine. Sahibzada Farhan. He loves the leg side. 43% of his shots. Skulquick. Here we go. And that's up in the air. Oh, goes through the fielders. It will go through for a 4 there from Saim Ayub. And they will get to 36 for nothing through 3.1. That's unlucky there for Venj Skulquick. There was a chance there for the catch, but obviously just goes through those fielders. If you at Sinleys, if you're coming up at the ball, you're in a bit of trouble, is what you'll find. And he kind of comes up at that. He does edge it off. I told you. Well, what do you mean I told you Venj Skulquick is going to take 2 wickets? Everyone is backing that in. It's not like no one's agreeing with you. I think everyone's probably agreeing with you there, bruh. No one disagrees with that. Venj Skulquick was clearly their best bowler against India, and he's a pace bowler, where this pitch is definitely a pace bowler. Like, we're all aware of what Venj Skulquick could be doing here today. Like, he could easily take 3, to be fair. Maybe he could go up for 4, I don't know. But, yeah, he should be taking a couple of wickets. He was their primetime bowler against India, and that wasn't as good of a pace pitch as this one is. So, yeah, it's not like a bold call. And that will be good fielding and prevent them from getting a single. So besides that edged 4... good over so far. It says, looks like a flat wicket. That means USA is losing. Why? Pakistan are the heavy favourites here, but, like, why? Why does that mean? Next bolt. And that is up in the air. That is up in the air. Oh, so close to a catch. You can't blame him. It was too hard. It was too hard to get there. It's because it's the power play. Anything but the power play, and he's gone there. If that shot is taken during outside the power play, he is 100% gone, but he's very lucky that just gets past the fielder, and that is going to be painful for the USA. You can't blame the fielding there. He did his best to get back, Manank. Oh, man, that's frustrating. So close. So score predictor has him at 185. Babara is a liability to this team. Funny all those years, 2 good years, and they compared him to the King. Virat, that will be a dot ball. Very nice ball there from Vince Quick. Shadley, I really like him, man. I really like the way that he bowls. It's really good. It's real dangerous stuff that he bowls at him, man. How old is he? He doesn't look like any young pup. Yeah, there's a bit of glazing there, Serpent, you're right. A little bit of glazing. That's a dot ball. Good over. 4 off of the first ball, and then he gives up only 2 off the next 5. 6 off the over. Great over there from Vince Quick. How old is he? So, he's 37 years old. This will be his last time out. But geez, he's been good. There's only one king in cricket, and that is Sir Donald Bradman. Tell him, Nate. Tell him, mate. Tell him again. Say it again. Nate, I want you to put that comment again. Say it again to him. Gee whiz. Ayub is a promising talent. Lovely to see him bat in full flight. Absolutely. Babar wasn't happy with Steve Smith for hogging the strike. Yeah, we spoke about that plenty of time. But it wasn't... Steve Smith was absolutely correct to do what he did. In every world. In every reality. In every reality... Steve Smith was absolutely correct. He had an incredible strike rate. He then ended up getting like 32 or something ridiculous off of the next over that he did tell Babar, I'm not taking this thing, or I'm not coming back for a second or something like that so they can come on strike. It was absolutely correct what he decided to do. Exactly right, Nath. That's a single. That was a dot ball, sorry. Malind in with a bit of spin. With a bit of spin. There's only one king of cricket, that's Sir Donald. Damn well, Bradman. Next bowl. And that's up in the air. That's up in the air. But this is the power play, and there's not going to be anyone there, and it actually will go over for a 6. I think it was just past the boundary, so even if there was a man out there, it probably would have gone over the top of him. It will be a 6 there for the Pakistanis, and they're 44 for nothing through 4.2. Farhan. He comes at him. He did look... Yeah, no, he realised that it was gone. Next bolt. That'll be a dot ball. That'll be a dot ball. Come on, USA. Stick in the game. Get some fighting going. Stick in the game here. Next bowl. And that'll be a dot ball. Good fielding. Good fielding. Keep him down here. Next bowl. Oh, geez, that was a really askew shot. That's going to go for a 4, and that could be a no ball too. There's a shout of a no ball here for... It's a full toss, leg side, and just goes away for the 4. Awful bowl. Just awful, awful bowl. No, it won't be a no ball, but... Awful bowl. I was about to say, like, they've actually been doing really well, the US, in regards to... They give up a 6, but then they've been limiting the rest of the over. Yeah, the bowling has been pretty ordinary outside of Shadley, but they have been limiting... Oh, that's another 6 here. That's another 6. Malin's given up, and it's going to be 54 for nothing through 5 overs. They're back above the 10 runs per over rate. You know, like, they had been, what I was saying, they had been just giving up a 6 and then limiting the rest of the over, but this has been a really poor over there from Malind. Really poor. And 5 overs down, they're at 54 and currently on target for the old 200. On target for it. With this being said, actually, where was that New Zealand versus America game? T20 World Cup. Where was that? So, that doesn't have the group stages. Warm-up matches. Here we go. Okay, New Zealand versus USA. So who's bowling now? Vantage Scudder Quick again. And that's it. She's gone. Bang! Vantage Scudder Quick. Sayama Yuba's got on 19. Jeez, he's a good bowler, man. Vantage Scudder Quick gets the wicket. And that is a huge wicket there from Vantage Scudder Quick. Yeah, it's only been 5 overs to Rose. Settle down. Settle down. But that is a massive, massive wicket. Like, the power play is still on. But Vantage Scudder Quick will get the wicket of Saeem Ayub. He edges him out there, and he's gotten close a couple of times already. But he gets the wicket now. 1 down for the Pakistanis. So that New Zealand versus USA game was actually in Navi Mumbai, so forget that. But USA did run home 201 runs in that game through 20 overs. They only fell short by 7 runs. The Kiwis, who had 208. So they came back. Boom, boom. Game on, son. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Game on. Well, what's this negative Nancy Draz? USA and chasing anything over 165. They got 201 runs against the Kiwis, and we've seen how good the Kiwis have been recently. And Pakistan don't have a whole bunch of damn well pace in their team, and this is a pace bowling pitch, as you've just seen from Van Scudder Quick. What's with the negative Nancy? USA and chasing anything over 165. You basing that off the one game against India? Oh, a very different pitch. Good field placement there, yeah. Well, that's what they were aiming for before. That's what they were shaping up for. But it just, the ball luckily went between the 2 fielders on the edge. They'll get him there. So this is what you reckon about Aussies and the Irish. I hate that we've had to wait for so long for it. But apparently Tim David's not playing. That hurts. That hurts. We do have Nathan Ellis cleared to play, though, which is good. Yeah, you sound like Paul versus Nepal. So we've got damn well Paul, who hates Nepal. We have Deraz, who now hates the USA. Who was the other hater of the other team? It was the last game, wasn't it? Between the Kiwis and UAE. Someone hated the UAE, didn't they? Someone hated the UAE. Paul said, no, I don't. Paul, you hate Nepal. You want England to celebrate their faces. You know? Did you not want England to celebrate in the faces of Nepal? Yes or no answer. Very simple. Did you want England to celebrate in the faces of Nepal? Did you say this? Tatter says, I can't stand the USA, to be fair. Sure, in every other capacity, but like in regards to cricket, mate, you got to back them in. Have a bit of fun. Have a bit of fun with the underdog. They're an underdog, you know. So Van Scudder Quick. Now he's going to be bowling to Salman. It's yes or no answer there. Yes or no. Paul says, I will answer like a politician. England should have showed more ruthlessness. Yes or no, Paul? Did you want England to celebrate in the faces of the Nepalese? Just glad the French aren't in this. They're not going to be in nothing after what we saw in a couple of their games out before. That's going to be finding the fielder, so it should just be a single there. Should just be a single. You know, we saw how the French do in the old T20 cricket when we saw a couple of those like World Cup qualifiers and whatnot. And I promise you, they're not going to be making it anytime soon, champion. They're not going to be making it anytime soon. But you know who will make it sometime soon? Jersey. Keep an eye on them. Jersey are on it. Next bowl will be a dot ball. Good bowling. Good bowling. I'm going for Pakistan here. You're going for Pakistan? Well, they're fired up behind you then. I want the yes or no, though. Were you wanting England to celebrate the face of Nepal? Yeah, the French do bat with baguettes. Unfortunately, doesn't have enough power. It does break the baguette pretty quickly with the old pace bowler. Next ball. And that's going to be swung on for a dot ball. Oh, misfielding. Dude, USA in the field. At least they got that catch and didn't drop it. But USA in the field, where were we? Says 5 sixes by Pakistan so far in the power play. The most by them in the phase in T20 World Cups. The previous most being 3 sixes, which they had done 4 times. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. I want England to celebrate hard when taking any wicket from any team. Yeah, but it happened against Nepal, mate. And unfortunately, you have fallen trap, Paul. So we'll see you in 5 minutes, mate. Did I not tell you to not bring up the celebration stuff? Do not talk about the celebration stuff, Paul. Did I not say it? You said you wouldn't get baited. You said you wouldn't. I told you you'd get baited. You started speaking about the damn well celebration, and I told you to stop it and move on from it. My gosh, Paul, come on, mate. Come on, we'll see you in 5 minutes. You challenged me. Paul, you challenged me not to bait you into it. I know you knew what I was doing, but you still did it, son. You still did it. Next bowl. And that's going to be hammered out. It's caught. Salmon's got a 1. Vanskal Quick. You are my hero, son. That's a wicket for Vanskal Quick. Salman is gone on 1. Wow, he's good. 2 runs off the over. 2 wickets. There's that pace bowler we were talking about. Vanskal Quick, you big, beautiful man. How about him? Straight to the fielder. Straight to the fielder. Americans are on. Jay's got a bit going on, mate. He might not be here for a couple of days. 7 says the boy from South Africa aiding the Americans. He's on. Salman Ali Aga gone for 1. Ah, yes, Smidster. Your Shadley prophecy was realised. Oh, boy. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe you called him for 2 wickets. It's unbelievable. The guy who got 4 wickets against India? And you've called him for 2 here? Oh my gosh, you are unbelievable. It's just a spectacular calling from the Smithster. It's spectacular calling. How will I ever get to your level? Babar Azam will come in here. Babar Azam. I love how Smith was pissed at me getting timed out and I was sitting there laughing about it. We just need Sarab to not ruin the back end of the innings. Well, Moshin will come in for a bowl. Farhan on 35 runs. He's been really good so far. And he will go for a dot ball. Yeah, tell us tomorrow's Lotto's numbers. I got you back. Can sense the Smithster and Brenton Eslick rivalry a mile away. That's a dot ball. Good bowling here from Mashin. Good bowling. Power play is over too, mind you. Power play is over. And that's going to be a single. Are you English looking forward to your game against the West Indies tomorrow? You looking forward to it, lads? You excited? I feel like the West Indies might be a little bit better than Nepal. Mason, USA, here we go. Dad said no. Don't worry, mate. We've got you back here. Us Aussies will back you in. Don't you worry. We'll always give you a shout. Don't worry, mate. Babar Azam, dot ball. Great over here from Moshin. There's this one USA batsman called Aaron Jones. Yes, unfortunately, he's got quite a bit of things that he needs to deal with off the field right now before he thinks about batting again for the USA on the field. That'll be a single for Babar. Essentially the hero versus Pakistan 2024 T20 World Cup, so big miss in their batting. Yes. Lowest batting strike rate in the T20 World Cup is Bubba Razam on 110.4. That's actually crazy. Oh, they're going for 2. Oh, they're very, very lucky he made a mistake there as he went to pick that ball up. That was actually good running. So they'll get 4 runs off the over. Still a very good over there for Moshin. So they're well under that 10 runs per over, right? So at least the USA brought him back in, and with those 8 wickets now, it'll give him a little bit of nerves. A little cheeky nerves here or there for the old Pakistanis. A little bit of nerves around. Salman on 1 is such a big pickup, though. Such a big pickup. Oh, do 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 do. Who is this left-handed Pakistani batsman? He looks so cute. He looks cute, young girl. Bubba Razam. Is that who you're talking about? It's also a bit weird, but anyway. We still haven't got them yet, Nath. Oh, what's I said? Oh, the lotto numbers. Yes, he hasn't given us the lotto numbers. Come on, Smith, give us the lotto numbers for tomorrow. So Harmeet Singh, he'll have his first over. And that will be a single. 2 off 3, fantastic. He's on 1 here. That's a pretty positive strike rate for him, really. Lowest batting strike rate in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, Babar Azam, Muhammad Hafiz, Kumar Sangakkara, Kane Williamson, and Mohammad Rizwan. A lot of Pakistanis. We've got a single there. Farhan, he'll be on 39. Oh, you're talking about Farhan Sahibzada. Farhan Sahibzada will be a single. America, they're not complaining about you taking these singles. Can't force the prophecies. When the next one comes, I'll give you enough notice to put some cash on it. Give us the damn well lotto numbers, Mister. Give us the damn well lotto numbers. $56 for 2 through those first 6 overs. Look, Pakistan would still be okay with it, but they would have hated the fact that they got through 5 of them without a wicket and then lost 2 straight up, bang, bang. Harmeet for his 4th over. 4th ball of the over. It's now down to 8.4, by the way, on that run rate. Appears left-handed batsman. Mate, what are you talking about? I've just told you the 2 guys that are out here right now. Farhan's the only one who opened. If you're not talking about Farhan, well, I don't know. Unless you're talking about Saeem Ayub, but Ayub is not batting anymore. He's already out. So Saeem Ayub is already gone. And if you're not talking about Babar Azam, well then these guys are the only 2 here. But the only opener is Farhan. Next bolt. Comes up at it. And the call is for 2 because there is no fielders around there, and it will be 2. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, Mason. I'm straight. You keep telling yourself that. It's right. We support you in your endeavours, champion. Yeah, no one even close to that, so that's why they're able to get a freebie too. So 6 runs in the over so far with 1 ball remaining. They're still not unhappy with this if you're the Americans. And that is going to be a dot ball. 6 runs off the over. You're happy with that. You're very happy with that. Push this. You need to push some more shots here, man. I know you're a little bit worried in regards to the fact that you lost those 2 quick wickets. But 8.25 on the run rate is quite disappointing right now, considering where you were. Moshin, he had a great first over with only the 4 runs given up through that 1 over. Great first over. So they are just pushing out a few of the spin bowlers now. Oh my gosh, he's told him as he's literally about to bowl it to stop. I don't know why. What was the point of what he was doing? So he's back and we go again. First bolt will be a single. Expect more from Farhan. Yeah, it's like he's at 41. So most wickets in this World Cup at the moment is Van Quick with 6. Mario Shepherd is 5. Leask is 5 through 2 games. Ngidi is 4. And Muzarabani is 3. But you've got a couple of guys on 3, obviously. That'll be a dot ball. Score predictor has him at 175. That'll be a good game. That's about par. That is about par. That will be a single. Yeah, Googled. Here's Sayim Ayub. Serpent says, can't expect anything from Babar. Well, he's 6 from 8 right now, so great strike rate. Really positive strike rate. You're loving that. Under the old 100, at least with Farhan, even though he slowed down, 41 from 23, showed how big he was at the start. And that is down on one knee. Is there a fielder there? Oh, it's just gone over the fielder for a 6. Farhan is so lucky, bro. Farhan is so lucky, bro. There was a fielder right there, but it just went probably a metre or 2, maybe a metre past the fielder on the boundary. Gosh, that was very close. It does go 79 metres. You have to hit it well to get out there, and he did, but geez, that was close to a wicket too. If this game's in the MCG, it's out by a mile. That should be just the single there. 75 for 2, 3.5. One more ball to go here. Still an okay over. You're frustrated by the 6, but you've shown a pretty good over outside of that with just the 3 runs. Boundary runs 83%. 4. Okay, that's gone already. That'll be a dot ball. So he finishes off the over well. Overall, it's a pretty good over, minus the 6 here. And this is what I was saying before. USA keep giving up A6, which hurts them. But outside of that, like they've had pretty good limiting runs throughout the rest of them. Throughout the rest of the balls. 9 overs gone. 75 for 2. Yeah, I thought he was going to be gone there. But he gets it. Looks like a batting friendly pitch. It's friendly enough. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely friendly enough here at Sinhalese. It's not like Lahore in Pakistan. This guy's going nuts. So look at him. I don't know what he's doing there. He's full on. Anything under 10 is a good over for him. Yeah, exactly. 8.33 is not good enough. It's not great. It's around the par. It's keeping America in this game. Adil, his next bowl. In his first over, he gave up 13 runs. 3 dot balls, but a couple of big shots as well. Look at that, Moshin, 6.5. Harmeet, 6. French Colour Quick, like 5. Great economies there. Just a couple of the other lads been giving up a few runs. That should be a single, maybe 2. They slip, and that will be a single. You're okay with it? Oh, no ball. Oh, Adil, what are you doing, bro? It is a no ball. It will be a no ball from his son, Adil. Once played for Pakistan. And with that ball, he's playing from again. He's giving them a free hit. Just over the line. Well, it's Babar Azam, so at least it's not as bad as if Farhan was there. Babar Azam is the one on strike. Will he go? And he pulls it for a single. Brilliant stuff, Babar Azam. That is a single off the free hit. Babar forgot how to swing the bat. No, he swung it, but he swung it for Jack. Jack Nada. Swung it for a good old single. Mate, every run counts. You know, every run counts, let's be honest. It's a fantastic shot there from Babar. Like, that is just a spectacular. Like, if you think about it, it's better than 0. Better than 0 for sure. That's going to be hit out of the fielder for a single. And that'll be a 50 bomb. Oh, they're going to get 2 because of the misfield. For gosh sake, America with these misfields. But it is a 50 bomb, 50 bomb, 50 bomb, 50 bomb, 50 bomb, 50 bomb. Safizada Fahan will get the 50 bomb. We'll get the 50 bomb. The players would hit that for a 6 with a no-look shot. Mate, I would have done it doing a backflip. I might have done a backflip and also done a blindfolded. Prime above that, yeah, no, spectacular. This guy's blood pressure must be through the roof, this Pakistani dude celebrating that. That'll be a single. Please stop with the misfields. Bar is real American, he should stay. Mason, I don't think you realise we're being sarcastic with Baba. Tim Seifert with the most runs in this World Cup so far with 154. Muncie from Scotland with 103. De Leerde from Netherlands, 102. Farhan Sahabzadeh with 99. And then Finn Allen from the Kiwis at 85. Obviously that came today because he had 1 run in his first game. .3 overs gone so far. Ashan. Oh, swing and a miss. Great bowl from Adil. Great bowl. Great length. Great bowl. Great length. Get out of it. We've still got another week and a half left of the group stage, by the way. The group stage doesn't end until next Friday. And that is with Australia versus Oman as the final game of the group stage. So Babar on strike, a massive strike rate of 7 from 11 right now. And that will be shot through for a single, maybe 2. Yeah, good running for 2. They will get 2 out of that. Even if he gets out, at least he won't waste balls. Look, America is actually pretty happy with Babar staying in right now because he's not pushing any strike rate. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runs off the over with 1 ball remaining. Don't give up a boundary here and you can consider this a successful over. Especially as we're about to get to the 10th over, so... A deal, that's a wide. That's a wide, so you're going to have to re-bowl that one. 84 for 2. 1 more day to go. What do you mean 1 more day to go? This tournament gets red hot when you get into that Super 8. The Super 8 is where you start to see the big time. That's when you'll see teams like India play Australia. You know, England play Pakistan kind of deal. Super 8 is where the real big time gets going. Next bowl, last bowl, the 10th, and it will be a... Oh, for gosh sake, it's another misfield that'll end up being a single. Oh, yeah, it was a single. It should have been a dot ball. Anyway, 85 for 2 through 10 overs, guys. 8.5 on the run rate. They need to push this up a little bit. But if you double the 85... to get to the 20 overs, that'd be 170, and then you usually add good 20, 30, so that would be 190, 200 is what they'd be currently looking at. Super 8 or 10. I think it's Super 8, isn't it? I think it's Super 8. No, it's Super 8. It is... Yeah, Super 8. Till the Tits first preseason game. Yeah, no, that'll be good. Yeah, it's Super 8. Harmeet Singh only got 6 runs for his first over. Farhan, 52 from 28. You get Farhan, and you've got a massive opportunity here. If you punch through Farhan, you got a big opportunity to take this game, America. Harmeet. And that will be smacked out to the boundary for a single. Babar pushing that strike rate again, 11 for 14. Last 31 balls, 32 runs, 2 wickets, 1 6. Not great, no fours. And that 6 was very close. T20 World Cup is night of the last NRL game of round 1. Yes. But it doesn't interject with each other. That's going to be a single. The last game of cricket that I missed because of the NRL will be this Sunday, because no games next week overlap with each other. Like on Thursday, I miss a couple games. Friday, I miss a couple games. Saturday, I miss a couple games. Sunday, the only game I can do is India-Pakistan, but then outside of that, I'm able to do every single game outside of that. 10.3 overs down, 88 for 2. You got to get Sahib Zardar Farhan. You got to get him, because Babar, he doesn't push a big strike rate. Yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and show your appreciation for the stream. We have just been starting out cricket this year on a consistent level. Next year we've got the ODI World Cup, but we will be still streaming cricket throughout the year. It doesn't just stop at the end of the World Cup. That will be a single again. Harmeet, he's doing well, man. He's getting up a single pretty much off of every ball, but he's happy with that. That Oz-South Africa Test Series later will be a banger. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's not an awful time for Aussies, though. Like, horrific. South African time slot is one of the worst in the world for Australia. That is, like, awful, awful. That will be a single. I think they haven't called it 2. It'll just be another single. 90 for 2 through 10.5. But again, USA is just pumping out their spin bowlers right now. They're just pumping out the old spin bowlers so that they can bring in Venchkala Quick, who's still got 2 overs left. You've also got 2 overs left out of Netravalka. Moshin's got 2 overs left, obviously, but Venchkala Quick and Netravalka, they're 2 paces. They're big paces. Still got 4 overs remaining, and they're the main ones to look for wickets. Pat can't attack spin, it seems. Not looking great. Sahib Zardar Hunj or nah, what you reckon? I feel like he'll get done at some point from like a Venchkala Quick or Netravalka. Maybe I'll go Netravalka to pick up his wicket rather than going all in on Venchkala Quick. 11 overs. 91 for 2. 6 sixes, 5 fours, 5 twos, 22 dots. No, 22 singles, sorry, 29 dots. I fancy that America is still in this game, man. Especially if they get Farhan. But Moshin, through 2 overs, 13 runs, 8.27 on the run rate. Mohamed Moshin. And he's gone for a 6 there, Farhan. And he will get the 6 on that one. He waited for that and he got it. Farhan Sahib Zardar brings their run rate up to 8.69. That's the 13th 6 for Pakistan in this tournament. He knew that one was coming. And he connects with that one beautifully. You need him. Babar is not the worry. Farhan is the worry. Oh my gosh, he keeps stopping it. Farhan keeps stopping him just as he's about to bowl. Play it through, man. Most 6s. Farhan has got the most 6s through the tournament so far. That should be a dot ball if he holds on to it. Good. Fielding, finally. Yeah, he loves going onto that knee and just slapping it. Yeah, don't put it short. You should be fine. Should be a single there to put Babar on strike. What games are on tomorrow? Big games, bro. Australia, Ireland. Massive game. Our first game of the tournament. We've also got a huge game. The first game of the day is South Africa versus Afghanistan. That is huge. And then the next game is Australia-Ireland, so our first game. And then we've got a massive game between England and the West Indies. So All 3 games tomorrow have big impact. Just above any shame, you can see why he has 4,000 T20 runs, such a stat batter. 14 from 17. Cricket has no rhythm anyway. Poor for the game if this continues. It's just... Like, this has been a good over from Moshin again, but it's just that 6. Again, what I said, they give up a 6 and then outside of that, pretty good. Dasmate says, can guarantee the USA doesn't know this game is on. No, but Trump did actually tweet about it. 100 runs up for Pakistan. 100 for 2. No, no one in the USA knows this is on. It's actually streamed free. If you're in America on YouTube, you can actually stream it for free. Yeah, if Afghanistan lose... Oh, that's up in the air. Up in the air. Oh, sits before the fielder for a single for Babar. Keeping him in there is actually key for the Americans right now. But if Afghanistan lose, then, yeah, they can't get through. They would need... Well, they would need South Africa to lose to New Zealand on Saturday. They would need to win their remaining 2 games against Oman. Not Oman, against Canada and UAE, which they would, but they would have to expect that South Africa would lose to the UAE, and then they would have to have a better net run rate than them. So pretty much is what I'm saying, yes. What channel in USA? No, I think it's on YouTube. I think you can watch it for free on YouTube if you're in America, so you need a VPN, apparently. It'd actually be cool if someone had a VPN and could go check how many viewers are on that stream. That'd be great to see. But I doubt there's going to be many more than a couple thousand, if not 1,000. Ahmedabad for the South Africa-Afghanistan game. Colombo. Oh, I hate that. Our Pramadasar Stadium tomorrow for Australia vs Ireland. Oh, that is absolutely smashed. Babar does get a 6 there. Babar does get a 6, and it is 27 runs for him. And now, USA are definitely looking for a wicket. I think you need to start going back to your pace. I'll try to set my VPN there and get the game on, yeah. Oh, you can't watch the game. Have you not been watching these games with us, Brenton? Have you just been using us as the commentary? Yeah, finally we see Babar load up and get a 6. Mate, you need to bring in a pace. It's been all spin. They're used to this now, and you need to bring in a bit of pace. But there is plenty of batting on offer here. There is. Got a VPN because I'm in Cancun with Will Campbell on the Patriots O-line. Babar's back. Oh no, here we go. 53 partnership of 40 balls. Yeah, you cannot wait to see that one shot edited 20 times. I reckon give Netravalka an over. That's going to be a 4. You need to go away from the spin here. That's going to be a 4. Seven says, would have been interesting if Bangladesh played. They got a decent spin department too. Yeah. I wonder how Bangladesh are feeling with Pakistan saying that they're going to play that game against India. I wonder how I wonder how the Bangladeshis are feeling about that decision to backtrack on that. And that's going to go for another 4. This is an awful over here from Harmeet Singh. And this has really rocketed that run rate. This has rocketed it right from 8.01 or whatever it was to 9.24. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, well, if you chuck your VPN on in America, yeah, I'm pretty certain you get to watch it free. Yeah, this is garbage from Harmeet Singh. Next ball. Well, Pakistan gave demands to play. They wouldn't have been eating some money. Pakistan didn't lose any money to play. They would have been getting it. Apparently, Pakistan asked India to play on certain conditions, one that related to Bangladesh into still being able to host the 2031 World Cup still. Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's pretty cool then. And that's going to be... Oh, this is absolute garbage from Harmeet Singh. 10, 14, 18, 21 runs off that over. Harmeet Singh, that was absolutely horrific, and you've just given Pakistan back up to a 9.38. Pakistan looking out. Bro, that's nothing on Pakistan. That's Harmeet Singh. Did you see the bowls he was bowling? That was absolute dog shit. That was absolute dog shit. He was just putting it right onto the platter for Pakistan to absolutely smash. There was nothing about what Harmeet Singh was doing, and he was complaining about his fielder. Bro, you've just given up 21 runs, and you're blaming your fielder. You serious? You serious? 21 runs in an over, and you're blaming your fielder. He was bagging at his fielders. I know, crazy. 21 runs off the over, and you're having a crack at your fielders. I wouldn't be bowling him again, that's for sure. And they've brought back Van Scully quick. I was saying you need to bring back some pace. He's 2 for 8 off of 2 overs. And that will be a single, I would assume. Maybe 2. They're going to run the 2. They are going to run the 2. You need a wicket. You need a wicket now. It's like missing a conversion and blaming your teammates. Yes, it is. 34 runs for Babar, 67 runs for Farhan. Just got a quick 2 for 10 through 2.1. You need a wicket in these next couple of overs. You can't have these guys set by the 15th over, and realistically, your big one you need is Farhan. And that'll be a single on 35. No, Taxman doesn't blame his teammates. He blames a fan in the crowd for missing his kicks. But Farhan has been good today. 67 from 36. He has been good. Still 4 balls left here. The Van's got a quick over. Who turns up for the Americans in the batting? They're going to need it. That'll be a single. Oh my gosh, the fielding is just horrific from these lads. Lucky it's still only a single, but it really is just horrific from USA. Okay, so I want to go back and have a look at who had the best for... So it was Milind Kumar and Sanjay Krishnamurthy and Shubham Ranjane who had the best runs for America in that original game against India. That will be a bouncer. That will actually be 2 runs there. They'll get 2 out of it. They're running well here, Pakistan. They are. So score predictor has got them up at 195 now, all because of the absolute shockingly shithouse over from Harmeet Singh. He killed USA in so many ways. They were probably only on target for about a 170. 170, 180, and now they're potentially looking at 200 if these guys stay till 15. They would be looking at 200 if these guys stay, and that's going to be a 4 for Babar. He'll be on 41. Babar is back in form against the mighty, mighty world champion USA. 9.54 in the run rate. This is what America did, though. They did this against India. They really kept India well and truly down for the first... good 14 overs before the drinks break, and then because of that, you drop off Yadav, and Yadav just opened up in the last 6. And the same thing is kind of happening here. They just don't know how to go on with it. And that is going to be a single. So 133 for 2 through 14. That'll be a drinks break, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. That is the drinks break. Give me 1 second here. That is the drinks break. And America, you need to come together and find a way here. Babar playing at a strike rate, even he could not have believed he could. He's batting at 150 plus. Yeah, well, he for a long time was batting under 100. And then he's been able to get some good runs and push that strike rate up in the last couple of overs. Yeah, there is a lot of Pakistanis here. But with that being said, I actually don't know how many of these guys are Pakistani I think a lot of these guys are Sri Lankans supporting Pakistan here. So 133 for 2 through 14. Please don't tell me we're going to see old mate bowl with those 21 runs given up. I don't want to see him face ever again. Harmeet Singh. You need a wicket in this over before the 15th. Because Pakistan right now would be looking at 200. Three extras. So at least they haven't been giving up too many extras. But they've been giving up plenty of boundaries. Plenty of boundaries. So just wait for this drinks break to finish up. Drinks break in a T20 for what? Mate, there's 2 drinks breaks. There's 2 drinks breaks in each innings. In the 6th over and the 14th over, we have a drinks break for both innings. So, yeah, not only is there not just one, there is 2. It's basically just because it's not that hot. The day games I can get it, but the night game's not that hot. I think it's just like a tactical, come back together and think of what we do for this next period. The day games are really hot, so I do get it. But right now in Colombo, probably it's going to be like 26, 25. Colombo weather. 26, yeah, and cloudy, and the humidity is 75%, but yeah, no problem at all. There is meant to be storms and rain coming up from Thursday, though, in Sri Lanka. So Thursday, is there a night game on? Let's go have a look at this fixture list while we're in the drinks break. So, on Thursday, which will be Sri Lanka, Oman, Nepal, Italy, and India, Namibia. No, India, Namibia is the night game. Oh, ho, ho! That was a good bowl from Moshin. But it will be a dot ball. India, Pakistan be rain affected? Potentially. On Sunday, there's a little bit of rain. It's not too heavy. No, I don't think so. It's meant to be like a consistent drizzle, basically. That'll be a dot ball. At least they're limiting them here. Okay, you need these to be limiting overs and to pick up a wicket at some point. You really need these to be limiting overs. Massively. Next ball from Mohammed. That's up in the air. But no one there. And that's going to go out the back for a 4. Babar gets to 46, sorry. There's a chance, but it doesn't look too bad on Sunday. The worst day looks like Thursday from about 3 p.m. onwards. Now, Sri Lanka versus Oman is on that day, but I think that's one of the early games. Well, it is the early game, sorry. At Pallekele. That's gone up in the air. He's gone. Babar is gone on 46. He doesn't get his 50 bomb. He has claimed it. He has caught him. Babar is gone. Babar is gone. Moshin will pick up the wicket. Babar does not get the 50 bomb. And he is out of here. Babar Azam, he goes for a big shot. It just doesn't connect with it enough. And he is out. Yeah, that's a good catch. At least with the Americans, they've had some good catches today. Their fielding has been full of bumbles, but I said they needed to get a wicket before the 15th. It would have been better for it to be Farhan, but they'll take anything right now, and Babar was getting his strike rate up there. He finished off with a 144 strike rate, 8 dots, 1 6, and 4 4s. So 137 for 3. Maybe that keeps the game somewhat on. Maybe. Maybe that gives the game a little bit of something. Farhan's about to explode. Yeah, you need to get Farhan, man. 100% you need to get Farhan. Mohamed Nawaz. He will come in. If you get Farhan before 150, you could really start to think about limiting them before 180. Oh, dot ball. Good over. Yeah, he just didn't get anywhere near enough on that. It's still a good catch, though. He had to really drop his hands down quickly from where he thought it was going to be. Next bolt. Oh, that's a dropped catch. Oh my gosh, Nawaz was just dropped on a duck. Goose will drop a catch of Nawaz on a duck. That would have been a great mental win there. He should have got that. Tough one, but he should have got that. Should have had that. 5 overs to go here. 5 overs to go. A bit of party going on. Sorry, I'm just fixing something. There we go. Oh, no, it's Harmeet Singh bowling again, man. Harmeet Singh, he's gone for a swing, and he's going to get a 6. So, no, it's going to be a 4 here for Farhan. Bro, stop bowling this idiot, eh? This guy can't bowl for the life of him. 37 runs off of 3.1. He's just awful. He's just awful, Harmeet Singh. He really is. Look at the bowls that he's giving. Who are you blaming, bro? Oh, my gosh. His bowling is atrocious. He's literally giving Pakistan everything they need. Oh, jeez. It's going to be a dot ball. He completely missed it. He just took all the pace off it, so at least he did something right. Painful. Third bowl of the over coming up from Harmeet Singh. Swing. And that will be a single for Farhan. He'll be on 73. Well, he's 17 runs away from, I think Tim Seaford actually got maybe like an 87 or so. No, he finished on 89, so he's 17 runs away from being the highest scorer in this World Cup so far. Farhan, he needs 90. I think you need to start thinking about bringing back Netravalka, man. I know they're trying to leave him, but bring back Netravalka. I know he hasn't picked up a wicket, but you want those paces on right now. Next bolt. That's going to be smashed to the boundary for... Oh, lucky, just a single, maybe 2. No, it's not on. They'll only get a single. Just stays the 1. Current run rate is 183. 11 runs per over is 191. 13 runs per over is 199. If they can get Farhan, I wouldn't mind you keeping them to 170. No, 180 is pretty much a minimum from here. 37 runs in 4.2 overs. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. That should be caught. That should be caught. He's caught him. Farhan's gone. Farhan Subhizada is gone on 73. Massive wicket here for the Americans. They will pick it up. It's 15.5 overs down. The Americans will get Sahibzada. And maybe that does keep him around that 180. That is a massive wicket there. Just before he could absolutely open up in those last 4 overs, he gets done on the boundary. And that is a really, really big wicket. He's gone. But great innings there from Sahibzada Farhan. Fantastic innings. Keep this under 170, maybe a chance for USA. Well, this is definitely more of a batting wicket than a bowling wicket, and they are all spin there for Pakistan, and this isn't going to do too much for the old spin. It's not going to do an amazing amount for the old spin. So USA do have a chance here. They do obviously want to keep him down, though. They do need to keep him down. They can't give up too many more runs past that 170, 180. If they go on past 190, it's definitely all done. I don't think America chased that, but right now, 9.03 on the run rate. Shadab Khan comes in with a strike rate of 142. His best is 52. He knows how to bat. They did drop Nawaz on 0. At least it's 2 freshy batters in with 4.1. They don't have either set batter in for the final 4. And at least Hamid does get that wicket, considering his bowling has been absolutely horrific. And that's up in the air. Oh, that is going to go for 2 runs, I would say. They should get 2 out of that. They will. So 2 runs. So 4 overs. They're 145 for 4. I don't think they're getting 50 runs in the 24 balls with these batters. I don't think they're getting 55 runs to get to the 200. 45 runs is definitely a push. I'm feeling more so they will be around that 180. I'm going to go 182 is probably what they look at. Which will be a strong chase. Strong chase for America, but it's not out of the equation. Considering they did hit 201 past the Kiwis in a 207 chase. Damn, that 73 was so crucial though. They need to finish this off with some big hits. They've still got 6 wickets in hand. Still got plenty of opportunity here. Well, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We've got 3 big games tomorrow. South Africa, Afghanistan, Australia, Ireland, and then West Indies, England. Hopefully that West Indies, England is a great game like that England-Nepal game was. Next bowl. And that's a swing. Is it a wide? They've called it as a wide. Is this Malind bowling right now? No, it's Netravalka. Oh, it's a wide no ball. You're kidding. You're kidding. Well, I think it's the right decision to bring Netravalka back in, but you can't be giving up a no ball. Just keep your foot behind the line, man. You're just getting yourself back into the game, and then you give away a free hit like that. That's brutal. Just as you're getting yourself back into the game with 2 wickets of Azam and Sahibzada. This guy's a nutso on the sideline. Okay, here we go. And that is caught, but it's been edged through the keeper. So it will be a dot ball. That was a good delivery, though. He would have liked that to not been on the no ball. If that wasn't a no ball, he was well and truly gone. But at least he didn't get punished for the no ball. So 20 runs given up through 2.1 for Netravalka. Nawaz on strike. And that would have been a wide had he not connected with that, but it'll be a single. The amount of Pakistani fans saying Babar should keep his spot in the team from that innings now. My gosh, do you agree with it or not? Well, for this tournament, yes, he should be in this tournament. Are you talking about post this tournament? No, I think that Babar has... Well, let's see how this tournament goes. But yeah, he'll stay in for this tournament. He'll stay... If that's what you're arguing, you're saying that he should get dropped. He's not getting dropped from the games now. No way. How old is Babar? Next bolt. Oh, he's gone. That's LB. That's LB. That's LB. Ooh. Might have been 2 sounds. There might have been 2 sounds here. They might review this. He's going to review it. They are going to review it. This would be big. This would be big if they get it. They are going to review this. They are going to review this for an LBW. Original decision was not out. Oh, yeah, he hits the bat. No, it definitely hits the bat. You can see it hits the bat. You don't need the sound. Definitely hits the bat there. Definitely an inside edge. If there is no bat, he's gone. Yeah, absolutely, but there is bat. That's why, like, I said out straight away, and then I was like, oh, maybe there was two sounds there, and then there definitely is two sounds. You can see that it clearly comes off the bat. Ultra edge. And there's the bat. So that will be a lost review there. Outside leg, I thought. No, that was 100% gone if it was just straight up LBW. But that's why I said I thought I maybe heard two sounds. And it was definitely gone if there was no bat there. Definitely gone. But obviously there was bat. So that'll end up being a single. And another single coming up here. So 149 for 4 through 16.4. Is there due second innings shortage? So it's a huge factor for USA. Is there due expected in the second innings? This is apparently the first ever night game at St. Lee's. So I guess we don't really know a great deal. Netravalka. Oh, he swung on him there, and he is... Oh, just got enough for a 6 shut-up. Oh, my goodness me. Deep mid-wicket, he slapped him. He will get the 6. This guy needs serious mental help. Like, that guy is not okay. The guy who's celebrating for Pakistan there, he absolutely... If Pakistan lose this game, like, he'd be on serious watch, because this guy is nuts. The guy is nuts that they keep showing. He's nuts. As for now, there is no evidence to do. But again, yeah, we wouldn't know anything really about this, considering this is the first ever night game here. So 155 for 4 through 16.5. I think the 190 is really what they're probably going to be getting here. That's head up in the same direction, but it should be just the 2 runs here. So 157 for 4 through 17. There's 18 balls left. I don't think you're looking at 43 for 200. If you're America, you really need to try and keep them under 180. I don't think you're keeping them to 23 runs in the next 18 balls. But again, if Farhan was still here, he probably would have gone for 120 if he was able to stick in at this point. Three overs left. Imagine that guy in Pakistan versus Nepal. Oh, don't start. Hold on. There we go, Shatij. There we go, mate. So run rate 9.33, 9.63, 8 through the launch, the consolidate, and the accelerate. Adil, his bolt. He's given up 23 through 2. Not great. And that's going to be punched towards the boundary. Maybe 2. I don't think it's on. I think it's just a single. It is just a single. Just the 1 run. $11 from 4 though for Shadab. So good strike rate. I won't be getting to use the elevator. We don't have an elevator, mate. If you had an elevator, I'd be a little bit nicer. If you had the elevator, it'd be a bit of a different story. But you don't have an elevator. Next bolt. And that is going to be knocked in behind for a 4. This is looking worrying. 162. You definitely need to keep him under 190. 28 runs in the last 16 balls. Pakistan tournament 4 is 26. You 100% need to keep him under 190 at a minimum. And I still don't think you chase that. Current run rate of 187. So I was had a 10 to the young fella. I got the match up now on the TV. Oh, so you can watch it for free in America? That's a good shot. That's going to go for a 4 from Shadab. He's doing really well at the moment. 19 from 6. That's a 4 again. And if you can watch it from the American YouTube, Brenton, how many people are watching that? Like, is it at least 1,000? Or is there a couple of thousand people watching it? Like, I know Americans would have absolutely no real care factor. Maybe there's a lot of Indians actually in America who'd be watching it. Or maybe you probably just get a lot of people using a VPN to watch it for free through America. YouTube. Next bowl. And that was an awful bowl that's going to go for another 4. Jeez, this has been an expensive over from Adil, and the 200's back on. The 200 is back on here because America, they just love to throw it away, man. They love to throw away all of their good work, and they just get punched in the mouth late on in the innings. Let's see this versus India. It'll be an interesting game on Sunday, mate. 5.7k. I would have liked more, but sure. 5.7k for free in a 330 million population country. No, I did not stream the Women's World Cup. And you won't be getting me streaming the Women's World Cup, my guy. That's going to be a single. Oh no, they're going to get 2 out of this. This is great stuff. 4, 8, 12, 14, 15 runs in the over. There is 13 balls left. Don't give up 28 runs here, man. You can't give up 200 here, USA. I guess they're probably going to use Van Sculler quick as this in the 19th. By the way, the broadcast from the game right now is messing up. Yeah, you get the danger man out, and then Shadab comes in and just crushes you. They had such good work. And again, they've thrown it away here, the Americans. Again, they've thrown it away. Next bowl, to Shadab. And that is going to be a single here. And it will bring Shadab back on strike, so they're not going to complain with that. 173 for 4 through 18. There's 2 overs remaining. America, you don't want to be giving up more than 17 runs. And there's only 12 balls left, which means you're probably going to be giving up 17 runs. That 200 is still being eyed off by Pakistan. And you're not chasing 200. It'd be incredible if you did it, but you're just not doing it. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. 2 overs to play here. Damn, there's a bit of wind around here. Yeah, Vanish Cutter Quick is being bowled now. And then I'm sure the next bowl after that is going to be Netravalka's last. Because Hamid and Moshin have already bowled their 4. Great start of the tournament from Vanish Cutter Quick. He's got 1 more over here. And that'll be a dot ball. Good start to the over as well. Good start to the old over here. Vanskal Quick. Vanskal Quick. Is it surely it's American commentary, Brenton? Like American cricket fans that are commentating that for their official channel? Or are they using the official commentary? 11 balls to go. And that's going to be absolutely smashed to the boundary for a 4 for Shadab. He is killing it right now. Shadab is on 30 from 11. He is running rampant. It's 177 for 4. With 4 quality spinners in the side for puck, anything above 180 is above par. This is going to be interesting. Now I can see both teams' players. I can't tell what team is USA. Oh, is it very blurry broadcasting, is it? Shadab's already killed him. Whether you get him or not, he's already killed him. That's up in the air. He should be gone here. He should be gone here, Shadab. He should be gone. They've got him. They've got him. Shadab is gone. And Venchka Quick will get his 3rd wicket of the day. He is the most wickets in this World Cup so far with 7. He is very good, Venchka Quick. It's actually a British guy and a Pakistani dude. Okay, fair enough. But he is gone, Shadab. They needed that. He already did enough to kill him, though. But Venchka Quick, he is having a fantastic tournament. And there is only 9 more balls to go. Keep him under the 190. Come on. Keep him under the 190. Keep him under the 190. Yeah, that time of the night where I'm starting to hit that wall. Have that break, wash my face in the innings break and pump it home. Shut up your face. Get in. Get in with him. It's always this time of the day. Even though I've only done 2 streams today, it's always this time of the day. No, I just mean that majority of the USA players look of Indian and Pakistani descent. It's because they are. There's only 2 players that were born in America. Same thing goes for Canada, but I thought there was a couple more for America and only 2 for Canada, but Jacko said it was 2 for both. Okay, next bowl. There's 3 balls left here for Venchka Quick. And that is straight up Broadway for a 4. No, good fielding. Might be 2. No, just a single. Great fielding. Great fielding. Is Willow Channel British? I think so. $18.4 of us down. You can still keep him under 190. You're not keeping him under 180, but you can keep him under 190. Less than 12 runs in 8 balls. It's not likely, but like you could. I don't think you're going to be giving up 200, which is at least a positive there. That's up in the air. He should be caught here. He should be caught here. He should be caught here. That's a hard catch. Nah, it's a hard catch. That will be a single. He just didn't have quite the pace there, Netravalka, and you've got to hope that he's not injured here because he's going to be the one bowling your final over. Will be a single, 179 for 5 with 7 balls remaining. He had to go a long way. That probably would have been the catch of the tournament if he got that, considering how far he had to run for it. Next bolt. And that's a swing, and that's a catch. He's gone this time. Fahim is gone. And Netravalka has made a good catch. He has to reach for it, and he does get it. And Venchka Quick with another 4 wickets. Oh, he's been unbelievable. He's been unbelievable, Venchka Quick. That's 4 wickets for him in this game. He got 4 wickets against India. Imagine him when he's going to be going up against the other teams in, well, Netherlands will be a good game. USA-Netherlands could actually be quite an interesting game. And he'll kill Namibia. But Venchka Quick, 8 wickets in the tournament so far. Unbelievable. And that's 19 overs done. Fahim Ashraf is gone, and there's 1 over to go. Good death bowling, yeah. Well, good open. He was very good at the start. He picked up 2 wickets early doors and picked up 2 wickets again here. He's been very good. He only got 25 runs through 4, so it's that 7, 14, 21, 28, 6, 12, 18, 24, just over 6 runs and over. Be nice if they could keep him under 190. Yeah, they're not going to give up 200, but Netravalka just needs to keep him under 11 runs here. Butler had a nice ball spot in the back of his head. Don't you dare ever insult Venchka Quick again. I am a fanboy of him. That is my guy for the USA. How many of these can he hit for a boundary? This is a success for America if they keep him under 190. 10.33 economy so far for Netravalko, which would be 189. 6 balls remaining. That's going to be hit for a wicket. Got him. Nawaz is out. 179 for 7, and they could keep him under 190. They could. Netravalko will get a wicket. This is good death bowling. 179 for 7. Nawaz has been caught out in the boundary. It'd be amazing if they kept him to only the 1 run of this over. That would be amazing. Cheyenne gets him on the boundary. Well, America's going to need someone to turn up and have a massive innings here. Just an absolutely massive innings. An Indian-American Sterlo. Mohammad Nawaz, he is off. Pakistan only have 3 wickets remaining, but doesn't matter, there's only 5 balls left. Strike rate of 50. Pakistan will be disappointed if they don't get to the 190. Yeah, for sure, because this is definitely more of a batter's pitch. Sterlo. Shaheen Afridi. He's next up for a bat. There's 5 balls remaining. 9.34 on the run rate. Surely you get to the 190. Pakistan. Oh my gosh, he could be out here. No, maybe a hit bat. Oh, America. Oh, it's painful fielding, bro. Painful fielding, bro. I think Netravalko wants to review it. He wants to review it. He's not going to, though. So it's going to be 2 runs. They'll get to 181. It should have only been a single. But just awful fielding again. Overall, they've been much better in the field today, though, than against India. Much better. India was horrific. 2 leg buys that was. So 181 for 7. Can you keep him under 190? And that's going to be put up in the air for just a single. So 182 for 7. Keep him under 190 here, America. 3 balls to go. Keep him under 8. Pakistan looking for 8 from 3. USA looking to keep him under that. It's a good over here from Netravalko. Yeah, these last couple of overs have been a mini comeback from the USA. I agree with the commentary here. It has been. Usman, he's on strike for his first bowl. This has been a mini comeback that at least has kept them in with a relative sniff. They get up 200, then you wouldn't even be thinking about it. Oh my gosh, there's going to be a run out here. That's awful from Pakistan. That is awful, awful stuff from Pakistan. And Usman's going to go because Shaheen Afridi has ultimately just run out his... he's just run out his partner. That is awful running there. Shaheen Afridi was just running regardless. He just sprinted towards him. Honestly, Usman should have just ran. That's what you do. It's actually on Usman there. It is actually on Usman. Draz says, why'd they hesitate to run? Well, Shaheen Afridi never hesitated. He just ran. It was Usman Khan who hesitated. It's like, why are you hesitating? There's 3 balls left, mate. Just run. If you get out, you get out. You want to get at least a single. Oh, not this knob. Abra Ahmed, he comes in for the final 2 balls. If they stick here at 180, under 185, America will be actually chuffed with that, considering that they were looking at over 200 at one stage. That's up in the air. That's up in the air. Is that a 6? Is that a 6? Oh my gosh, it's a drop catch. It's a tough catch to the boundary. It's a tough catch to the boundary, but it's going to be a 6. It's going to be a 6 for Shaheen Afridi, and they get to 188 for 8 with 1 ball left. They really needed that boundary. But the man on the boundary does... Let's see if this is... Oh, it's a good effort by the fielder. It's a really tough catch. He was going to be over the boundary anyway. So 1 ball to go. Can you keep him under these 2 runs here, Netravalko? Oh, such a good over until that 6. And that's up in the air. Is that going to be another 6? Is that going to be another? No, that should be gone. Oh, that's going to be 2 runs. So they'll hit 190. Oh no, they might get run out here. They might get run out. Yeah, they're gone. So that'll be a single. So that'll be 189. They got him back. Unfortunately, Ahmed just wasn't fast enough there, and that should be. Oh, yeah, it's given out. Wait, did they get 2? Were they going for a third? Were they? A wicket plus 2. Okay, so they were going for a third. Yeah. So they do get 190 for 9 through 20 overs. Look, it should probably be enough here, but hopefully America can fire up. Hopefully America can show a little bit of something batting wise and put themselves into the fight. They're looking at something here. What are they talking about? Umpire review. Oh, they're reviewing if it was a wicket or not. And yeah, he's gone. Well gone. He's gone by like that much. He's gone for a whole bunch. So were they going for 3 or was it 2? Anyway, so they do, as confirmation on the screen, he is gone, and they will finish on 9 for 190. 9 for 190. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. I'm just going to go wash my face, get me rocking and rolling for the final innings here of the day as America look to chase down 190 and get 191. Like I said, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll be back in a moment. All right. Well, let's finish up the day, eh? Let's finish up the day and see if we can see a miraculous chase here. Miraculous chase from the Americans, chasing 190. They shouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't expect them to be able to do it, but at the end of the day, it's still a chance here if they come in and have a decent amount of batting about them and show a little bit of fight, which is what they did against the Indians. But obviously they weren't able to get the job done there either. But that was also because of some really bad dropped catches there. But hopefully they can turn up and surprise us all in the final game of the day tomorrow, guys. Again, don't forget, have a massive day of cricket. We've got the Aussies playing for the first time. We've got a huge game of Afghanistan taking on South Africa, and then that final game of the West Indies England. I'm actually really looking forward to that. I feel like the West Indies can cause a bit of a stir. They could cause a bit of a stir there. They could. But just punch this one out, and then we're done. Today was never expected to be a huge, exciting day. With the cricket games, Netherlands versus Namibia. Netherlands with a good win there, and then a very dominant win from New Zealand over UAE was very expected, and as per usual, as we definitely did expect, Pakistan are going to get a good win here. Mason says we cooked. You should be for sure. Actually, I'm going to get myself a bottle of water. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm going to get myself a bottle of water before we do start up here. There's still probably about 5 minutes to go until we start. All right, we're good to go now. We are ready to fire up. So the batting lineup here for America. I just realised before this game started, I forgot to go through the two what everyone's ranked. Don't get the sniffy jar, mate. I need it. I'm definitely hit a wall at the back end of that at the back end of the first innings there for Pakistan. Hit a bit of a wall. So with it being 190, it doesn't look like America can chase. So it doesn't really get the excitement going in regards to what we're going to see here. But like I said, hopefully America can do something. But their batting lineup today, you've got. Oh no, it's not even going to show us here. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go back over here. Andre Goose, Shayan Jahangir, Mayank Patel, Milind Kumar, then Shubham Ranjane, who I think is their best actually in the batting rankings. So they have anybody here. So in the batting, USA have Saitija Mukamala, who is actually the 24th best batting ranked in the world for T20I, but he's not playing. He's not here. And then we go down to Andre Goose, who is 35th. He's just underneath Bubba Azam there in 34th, and just above Finn Allen in 36th. But Finn Allen will obviously rise after what we saw today. And then outside of that, you have to scroll down a whole bunch. And actually, I don't know if they have anybody else. No, they've only got Andre Goose, and also that. Wait, was there another one there that I missed? No, it's just Andre Goose and Mukamala, but Mukamala's not here. And then I want to check their bowling because I didn't see this before. But bowling-wise, Abra Ahmed is the second best bowler on the ICC rankings for Pakistan. Muhammad Nawaz is the 7th best bowler in the world for Pakistan. Salman Mirza is number 22 for Pakistan. And you've also got Sufyan Mungim, who is not here in 38. Might have missed one, to be fair. Saeem Ayub, he's number 58. Harris Ralph, who's not here, he's number 66. Shadab Khan, number 72 in the world. Abbas Afridi, not here, but he's 79. Fahim Ashraf, he's number 87. And that's it. So Jasdeep Singh for the USA is equal with the Scottish Safyan Sharif on 89. You've got Nostush Kenjige, who's number 78. He hasn't been bowling. He hasn't been here. There's a couple of American players in the top hundreds that aren't actually playing. And then you've got Harmeet Singh, who is equal 49th with Brad Curry from Scotland. And that is it there for the USA. So it's interesting that a couple of these guys aren't playing in this tournament. But packed with spinners here, Pakistan. So it'll be very interesting to see if they can chase this down. Absolutely packed with spinners. This isn't a spin pitch, but 191 is a big enough chase. What's the schedule tomorrow? Australia-Ireland, Australia's first game of the tournament. They're the last team to play. You have South Africa versus Afghanistan, huge day. A huge game, and then West Indies, England, huge game. All three games are big, man. So you definitely want to check out tomorrow, Mason. All three games. Australia should convincingly beat Ireland, but with that being said, it's their first hit out. They're one of the tournament favourites, but they had a disappointing T20 series against Pakistan just before coming into this tournament. So, you know, a lot of Aussies are a little bit low on them. A lot of people are a little bit low on the Australians right now. But with that being said, Australia are very convincingly favourites against the Irish tomorrow. You would definitely be expecting. So we're about to get underway here. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Let's see a little bit of fight here. Let's see a little bit of fight. Shayan Jahangir will be opening up the batting alongside Andre Goose. Let me know in the chat. Comment your prediction. What do you think America get to? I'm gonna give him 160. I'm gonna punch in a bit of support for him. Shaheen Afridi. They're gonna start off with the pace bowling here. Shaheen Afridi probably their best pace bowler. Didn't do too well for the Brisbane Heat though this year. But you just wouldn't back in too much of this American batting lineup. In that game against USA, they got a couple of 30s, which was at least important to keep them doing something. And first ball is no. The umpire is going to say no wicket. Wow. Will they review this? Pitched outside. Lidark fights 175. Well, that's a good amount of runs. They'd be very happy with that. They're not going to review that, but first ball was nearly done. 175 is a good total. Man, you're backing in the Americans. Okay, let's have a look at this. Good in-swinger there, but yeah, that's definitely going to miss. Definitely going to miss. Okay, I'm just switching over to the USA batting lineup here. Jeez, this tournament's on for such an awful time for you Aussies. It's only 10:30 for me here in Vietnam. I know it's like 2:30 AM for you guys. That'll be a dot ball. Good fielding. You need if there any chance to do anything here, America, they need to get like 40 runs in the power play at minimum, 50 runs in the power play. If there any chance to have any kind of a shout. I just want to go back and have a look at who were the guys that killed it. Because their openers weren't good. Yeah, Andre Goose got 6. Mukamala got 2. And Manik Patel got 0. Then Milind Kumar got 34. Sanjay Krishnamurthy got 37. And Shubhan Ranjane got 37. And that's a good drive from Andre Goose for a 4. Now we're talking. There's a boundary. 147 I'll give him. Yeah, look, that's valid. Again, this is like a batting pitch, though. It's definitely more of batting than a bowling. But this is just too full here, and Andre Goose gets a hold of that one with a good drive. And that's over the boundary line, 4-4. So they're off the mark, and he's already got more runs than he did the other night against India. No, he doesn't. Sorry, he had 6 that day. But Andre Goose is their best batter on the rankings. And that will be a dot ball. 4 balls in. I just don't want it to be a slog of a finish for this game. Like, I don't want it to be a long watch. You need America just to put some runs on the board so that we can keep talking about potentially a sniff or keep talking about maybe this could be. I think USA may come close but won't win. Well, look, I'll take it, Ludo. I just, it's been 3 games today that haven't really been competitive. Well, I guess Netherlands and Namibia was relatively competitive, but ever since that England Nepal game, we haven't got as competitive games as we would like. But this is the group stage, and we are expecting these games to not necessarily be too close in comparison to what the Super 8 will bring. There'll be a single hit for Goose, so Cheyenne will come on strike. That England-Nepal game just gave such a high that you're just looking to get back to that again. 0.5 overs down, 5 runs. Cheyenne first bowl. A lot of Sri Lankans supporting the Pakistanis. Like, they're well behind Pakistanis. Oh, that's a well-placed shot for a boundary from Cheyenne. That is a nice shot, man. That will get a boundary for a 4, and they're talking about a potential no ball here. I don't think so. I think it's fine, but that is a well-placed shot. 9 runs off the first over. Good stuff by the Americans. Good stuff. That's a gift of a ball, though, from Afridi. Yeah, that's completely fine. Jeez. Body's hitting the wall. So 9 runs off the first over from Shahid Afridi. He wouldn't be happy with that. Especially on a pitch here that's good for the old pace. But Sayem Ayub. And into the spin. They love their spin. Pakistan, they really love their spin. He's got plenty about him, Sayem Ayub. Young lad coming up. Plenty about him. Did well enough in the batting. Did get out earlier than you would have liked, but he did well enough in the batting. I think he punched out about 23 or something, wasn't it? He's got 26 wickets in did I say 63 matches? Either way, he's a good bowler. He's good here. And Andre Goose is going to face him first up. Very improved bowler in the last year, Ayub. And that will be a single. Take what you can get right now. But again, you want to be looking at about 50 through the power play of the first 6 overs to have any chance of a sniff. They've got 10. They still need 40 more runs in the next 4.5 overs. So that will take a couple of boundaries, a couple of big risk shots. Who do you target, though? Oh, he's gone for a shot there. That's going to be a dot ball. That was a dangerous shot coming off the back foot there. So today's milestones, Abra Ahmed needs 2 more wickets for 50 T20I wickets. Mohammad Nawaz needs 4 more for 100 T20I wickets. And Andre Goose needs 28 more for 3,000 T20 runs. Good shot. Oh, great fielding to stop it. They will get a single there, though, I think. That's good if they didn't even get... No, they didn't. It was a dot ball. They came back at it. With that being hit as hard as it was, I probably would have said you could have gone for the run there. It was hit really hard. So no matter what, it's going to take him a little bit to pick it up and throw it back. It would have been much better. I know you don't want to take too many risks with the running. Oh, that's a beautiful shot for a 6. Cheyenne has slaughtered that for a 6. That's gone. 10 runs for Cheyenne. 10 runs. 1.4 overs down. That is a beautiful shot. Slower delivery ball, and he just picks that one up nicely. Yeah, you don't want to take those risks, but again, if you hit the ball that hard, it's going to take him a bit to get that ball back inside. Come on, the Americans. Make a game of it. 16 runs. You also can't lose a wicket before the 50. because you don't bat a whole heap deep. Even though your middle order is the one that got your best runs in that India game, the middle order was actually better than their top by a long way. They're looking for this ball. It's like stuck outside of the... Okay, they've got it now. It's like stuck inside where the cameras and stuff were, but they've got it. Go for another one, son. Just go for another one. Smack him. 2 more balls to go with the over. Right now, they are up around the 10 runs per over. Especially if they can get 4 more runs from these last 2 balls. He's gone for it, but it's gone to the fielder. Will be a dot ball. Yeah, Cheyenne's not happy about that one. He knew that was there for the taking. But he couldn't get a hold of it. And the fielder stops it, so it will be a dot ball. 1 more ball to go. The boundary keeps them at that 10 runs and over. Oh, 6 is it? Is that a 6? Oh, it's a 4. Either way, he gets the boundary. Just drops in before the boundary, and Cheyenne was looking for that on the previous ball, but he didn't get a hold of it. That's why he was so annoyed with himself. But he won't be annoyed with himself on that one. He will hit the 4, and he'll be on 14 runs. Beautiful stuff. 10 runs per over. This is a fantastic start. My stream just started showing them look for the ball. Yeah, that's well behind. I think VIPbox.tv is a pretty similar amount behind. It's a couple of balls behind for sure. But obviously I watched it on Prime. Because Hainsey hooked me up with it. I was trying to do it my own way, but for some reason it wasn't letting me purchase the Prime with when I was on a VPN. And you can't use Prime unless you're in another country. Vietnam doesn't have Prime. Best performance beaten Pakistan 2024. Oh, sorry, I thought that was talking about an individual player. It wasn't. It was the team. Okay, Shaheen Afridi back into the bowl, and he'll give up a single here. Come on, keep up at these 10 runs per over. Keep it up. Keep up at 10 runs per over, baby. Come on. Cheyenne back on strike, and he looks like he's in for a sniff today of a big score. If he keeps hitting these boundaries. Already got a 6 and a 4. Couple of 6s and a 4, actually, I think. Shaheen, 10 runs off 1.1. Next ball. Oh, no way, Pakistan. Settle down. You wish. That was going well high and missing completely. Good old Hainsey with the hookups. You should do a collab stream with him one time. Look, I don't know if I'm going to do a collab stream with him one time on the basis that he called Jimmy Joloffe. So I don't know if I'm... Oh, no, sorry, not Jimmy Joloffe. He called Jamin Jolloff. Jarman Joloffe is what he called. So the old Hainsey, I love him. He means well. But his pronunciation of player names is definitely questionable. Definitely questionable. Next bowl here from Afridi. Oh, big swing. And... misfield. Oh, nearly went for a 4 from the misfield, but they might get 3 from that. Is it 2 or 3? No, they only get the 2. But it would have been a single otherwise. It ended up being a 2, close to a misfield 4. So 23 runs through 2.3. They're still happy with this USA. Sad Jolliffe did his ACL, was primed for a big year. Jolliffe was primed for a massive year, man. He's such an underrated player, dude. And I don't know how he comes back from his ACL, but God bless him. You know, he is really underrated. I love a bit of Jimmy Joloffe. Oh, he was going for a big swing there again. It will be a dot ball. Love a bit of Jimmy Joloffe, as Hainsey would say. He wasn't even close. Who wasn't even close? Oh, with the name pronunciation, yeah. Because if you guys remember a couple of years ago when I was going to all the Titans games, when it was an away game for the Titans, I actually no, just for every game of the Titans, I'd try and get a different content creator on to cover it. But we just kind of canned that in the end. Oh, big swing, and oh my gosh, that should have been out. That should have been out, but it was a tough catch there for the wicket. It's going to be a 4. A hard edge there, hard nick. Goes back, top edge, and Cheyenne will be on 20 after the boundary. They're keeping the runs going here, man. The runs are keeping up. Damn, a hard nick just gets past the wickie's gloves. Can't do too much about that though from Afridi. And the wicket couldn't do too much about it either. It's just unlucky there. So 6-7 runs off of this over. 16 runs through the first 1.5. America very happy with where they're currently situated. Just don't lose a wicket in this power play, and you're red hot. Swing, boundary, no fielder there. Single. So 8 runs off the over. They take it. 28 runs through 3 overs. Get 22 more runs in this next 3 without a wicket falling, and we're primed for a big game. Oh, look at the Indians in the crowd. The Indians in the crowd chanting USA. That's too funny. They're ballsy, bro. I'll be honest with you. They are ballsy. The Indians have turned up to a Pakistan versus USA game in their Indian kits, and they're chanting USA, USA. There's a lot of Pakistanis here, man. That is ballsy from them. Good on them. That is ballsy stuff. They're in a Pakistan-dominated area, too, in the stadium. Not well, everywhere is Pakistan-dominated, to be fair, but... Got a set of cojones on him. So, Abra, don't get out to this guy because he will celebrate in your face. Paul will love that, though. Jeez, Paul will be a massive fan of that. Even though it's Pakistan versus America, Pakistan shouldn't be celebrating in their faces here. But he'd love it. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely silly. He's going to be very lucky there, Cheyenne. He's gone for a big shot off Abra off the first shot. It's going to be 2 runs there. This is the power play, so fair. It's going to be difficult to see someone get out to it. But, man, he's very lucky that that wasn't out. That went straight up in the air. Outside of the power play, and he's well and truly gone there. Skill scale 0 to 100. He's the second best bowler in T20I across the world right now. Abra Ahmed, 94 control, 92 regards to the old skill. Ooh, no, you wish. Don't even half celebrate that. Hope they have the tuk-tuk ready if a brawl breaks out. It's just such a ballsy decision. Chanting USA is so funny. This is so funny. Wearing Indian kits. Paul says, yeah, would love it. That will be a single. They scored 200 plus against India A and New Zealand in the warm-up matches, so it's not like they can't do it. But it's just Pakistan have such awkward bowling. This is a good limiting over, though, as long as he doesn't give up. It's a good over here from Abra. Next bowl. Top ball. You can't target Abra. It's not the guy to target right now. You just need to get through the over. 19 runs, though, in the next 2.2 overs is what you need to get no wicket. Next bowl. Ooh. No. They were going to go for a single there. Oh, they did get a single. Okay. Interesting. Oh, no, it was a dot ball. Oh, that's right, because Goose is on strike now after that one from before. Now, Abra really does get into you, Paul. Like, he celebrated like wild. He celebrated like wild in that Pakistan-Australia series. Yeah, there's a lot of Indian Americans here, Seb. A lot of Indian Americans. American Indians. Final ball of the over from Abra, and they will get a single from it. So just the 4 runs off the over. You'd be happy if you're USA for not getting a wicket, but obviously not many runs. You can't target Abra And you'd be very happy if you are Pakistan, limiting them down to 32 runs through 4 overs now. You are looking for 18 off the next 2 overs though in this power play. You have to still keep trying to whack. But Abra will probably get his second over on that final over of the power play. To be interesting to see how they play that. Oh, it's an Aussie who's coaching the Pakistanis. I don't know if we're on. I don't know why. Okay, so the internet is working. I think it was just the VPN that cut out there. Okay, I think that we are back on. Let me know in the chat, guys, that we are still streaming. Seb Watson, the Englishman, comes in, screws over the stream. Yeah, it is Abra. Yeah, live again. Was lagging for me. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna have to try to chuck back on the VPN though, so I can get back onto Prime. I'll go across here to NordVPN. Give me 1 second. I might cut out briefly again. Just 1 second as I try to get it going. Trying to connect to Sydney this time. They must have got a 4. Required run rate is 9.83 right now. They need 154 from 94. But they must have hit a 4 here. I'm just getting to this T20 World Cup right now on Prime so I can put it back on. Pakistan versus USA. Watch. Okay, beautiful. Okay, we should be back on at any moment now. Any moment now. 153 from 93, so they must have got a single. Oh, Goose has hit another shot here. They've dealt with the spinners pretty well here at the moment, America. 42, they hit another 4. This is 10 runs off of this over. A 1, a 4, a 1, and a 4. Nawaz, next bowl. Oh my gosh, that's up in the air. That should be gone. That should be gone. There's 2 players there. He's caught him. And Goose has gone 13. He's not been having a great World Cup. Goose is gone. And a tough one in the end, but he made it look pretty easily. That is the first wicket, and you didn't want to lose a wicket before the end of the power play, but they do. And it is a needed scalp, even though Goose wasn't really doing too much overall. He did get a 4 in this over, but he wasn't doing too much overall. His strike rate was bang on the 100 with 13 from 13. Goose living up to his name. Yeah, he just bit off a little bit more than he could chew there. A little bit too much. And good scalp there for the Pakistanis. And now you're going to see Manik Patel come in. He got out for, I think, a duck in that first game against India. I think it was a duck. And now they've got to still hope that they've just really got to hope right this second that that Shane Jahangir is on for a big 50-pluser. Got a bit loosey-goosey. Got a little bit too loosey-goosey with that one, for sure. Very much so loosey-goosey. But still 10 runs off the over regardless. As long as you don't lose another wicket here, you're still fine. You can't lose another wicket and probably until at least after the 8th over now, I would say. Come on, I just want to see the Aussies play tomorrow. Get the Aussies in. Get the real big dogs in. Give us the real big dogs and everything. Manik Patel is the captain. Now, his innovation is 50, so he doesn't exactly take the crazy shots per se. 10 runs and a wicket off the over. And the final ball will hit straight back to the bowler. So 42 through 5, you'd want 8 runs off this last over. Yes, you gave up the wicket that I said you couldn't give up, but you'd want at least 8 runs off this last over so you have 50 in the power play of the 6 overs. Just get the 8 before the drinks break, and then you can regather yourselves and go again in the consolidation period. They're all right. They're not looking too bad. I think I said before the game started I was going for USA. I did say maybe 170, did I say? Right now, USA's only just a little bit behind where Pakistan were. They're not too far behind at all. Will we be relying on Greeny again tomorrow? Hopefully not, mate. Hopefully Travis Head, who does usually like the The subcontinent. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Abraham Ahmed has been crunched for a 6. Shayan with a 6. He goes to 35. Hello. He targets Abraham the first ball of the over and sends him over the boundary. Surely you're expecting Travie Head to have a cracker. Or Mitch Marsh, but Travie Head loves the subcontinent usually. And Ireland, it's not like their spins anything spectacular, and where we're playing is a spinning ground. That will be a six. Wow, he would 100% have been gone if he hit the wicket there. 100% would have been out if he hits the stumps. 49 for 1, so they are going to get to that 50 in the power play. You take that if you're America. You absolutely take it. The 1 wicket sucks, but you take it. And look, if Greeny puts up, I'm happy to rely on Greeny. I'm happy to do it. I want him. I know that he can be a really amazing player, but it's just that test that really lets him down. He shouldn't play test, but T20, get him in. I don't have a problem if Green wants to be the guy to turn up all the time. Heady will carry us. Hopefully the Bison fire. Bison better fire up. He better damn well fire up. And look, I think they are still going Kip Connolly in the team, so hopefully he turns up and gets more than 1 run across 3 games. Ooh, that'll be a dot ball. That was a good bowl. 50s. Oh, 56 for 1 is where Pakistan were at this stage. And I think there was another wicket that happened in this over. Yeah, so they're only 7 runs behind where Pakistan were. Oh, they'll get a single out of that. So 50 for 1 through 5.5. You're happy with it. 50 on the board. 141 runs from 85 balls. Still a lot of runs, but it is doable. And again, it was this next ball where Pakistan lost their next wicket. And I think there might have been like 58 for 2. Another 4 for Avenged Quick. He's been the best bowler of the tournament so far. Yeah, he's been unreal. He's got the most wickets so far. Good bowl. So we'll end on 50. So I think they were 58 for 2. And that will be drinks break, guys. So hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Don't forget tomorrow, South Africa versus Afghanistan. Ireland versus Australia in their first game. And then the West Indies taking on the English. Come on, the Windies. Come on, the Windies, baby. Come on, the Windies. Connolly was given real Ben Duckett vibes last series. Funnily enough, Ben Duckett was actually a far superior player to Cooper Connolly. Let's have a look at this predicted Australia lineup tomorrow. Okay, so probable best batters here, Travis Head. Let's have a look at this lineup. Oh no, that's not giving me any kind of, why is the first thing nothing to do with the lineup? So we're looking to play 2 special spinners and Matty Kuhneman and Zamps. Okay, so Australia, probable. Travis Head 1, Mitchell Marsh 2, captain. Cameron Green 3, Josh Inglis 4, Matt Renshaw 5, Glenn Maxwell 6. So Cooper Connolly's not expected to play. Glenn Maxwell 6, Marcus Stoinis 7, Xavier Bartlett or Ben Dwarshu's 8. I think they'll go probably Xavier. Nathan Ellis 9, Matty Kuhneman 10, Adam Zampa 11. They're saying there could be a temptation to bring in left arm seamer Josh Little, who bowled very well again. Oh, that's for Ireland. Australia appears set to play 2 specialist spinners, Matty Kuhneman and Zampa. It will mean one of Xavier Bartlett and Ben Dwarshu's will miss out. There's another option Australia could take with Cooper Connolly playing at number 8 to lengthen the batting, but that appears unlikely based on form. Tim David's absence will likely give Matt Renshaw a chance in the middle order. Combination of the top 7 is likely to be fluid, with the potential of elevating Maxwell early against spin, yeah. So drinks, breaks, bad finish up. Connolly getting a lot of heat in this channel. Well, the thing is, Mister, if you were here beforehand, I used to love him. Actually, in the Ashes series that you were here for, you would have heard that I was saying Cooper Connolly is a big thing in Test cricket, and I do think that he could be a big thing in the Test cricket going forward. Not now, but later on. But are you really surprised that Cooper Connolly is getting as much heat as he is after a Pakistan series where he got 1 run in 3 games. He got out for 2 ducks. 2 ducks. And got 1 run in the other game. So, of course, he's going to cop criticism in T20 right now. He looked absolutely awful. Everyone looked bad in that series, but also he looked even worse. He only got 1 run through 3, and he is a batter. He's a batter. So, the criticism is absolutely going to come. But if you were here beforehand, you would have known that I was saying that Cooper Connolly is a guy that could be a big thing in Test cricket. T20, obviously, he does well for the Perth Scorchers, but the criticism is valid, man. There's no question about it. You putting that comment out there like he's getting a lot of heat in the channel. He's getting a lot of heat from Australians, and justifiably so. I'm being completely nice about it. You should see the comment sections. They're calling him everything. They're saying complete bust. They're saying that he's absolutely shithouse. I'm not saying he's absolutely shithouse, but he deserves the criticism. And I know it doesn't matter how much you support Perth. It doesn't matter how much you may support Cooper Connolly. You have eyes, and you would have seen exactly what I've seen and exactly what everybody else has seen, and that's why the criticism is there. So it's not like this is an unfair and unvalid take in regards to his performance. What's he done on the T20 scene? Yes, he's young, but also that doesn't take you away from criticism over that series. It doesn't. It doesn't take you and hide you away from the criticism. Australians expect the greatest, they expect the best, and it wasn't good enough. You've got to be realistic, man, as Brenton says. I think he's safe here. They've taken a single, and they're claiming that they've run him out, but I think that he'll be safe. I do think you've got to be realistic there, because that comment, Smith, comes across as you're saying like it's an unfair and unvalid opinion to be criticising Connolly as much as we do. Yeah, he's going to be safe. There's no way you could say that it's unfair. No way. And again, I have supported him a lot on this channel. 52 for 1 through 6.2. He will be safe. Pakistan 67% on the win predictor. USA is 33% on the win predictor. Next bowl. They will get a single. This is Shadab's first over of bowling. First over of the bowling. Yeah, this has turned out to be a really good batting pitch. Anyone here who plays at Sinhalese will definitely be looking to get that minimum 180. That's why I think 190 is fine. Like 190 is fine here for Pakistan, but they're kind of lucky they're playing USA in a lot of ways, because any of the other bigger teams, like your Australias or your Indias or your South Africa, New Zealand. Oh, that's a big shot. That's a big slice shot. Is there a 4? No, good fielding there. Will only be a 2. Just the 1. Yeah, he probably would have got out. Great fielding there. Not only to stop the 4, but also to prevent the 2. It's a big shot. Anyone who plays here at Sinhalese will fancy themselves on the batting. Oh, big swing and a big miss. Oh my gosh, they claim everything, mate. His foot is well behind the crease. No even remote chance. Yeah, they're saying not out. Of course it's not out. He's got his entire foot behind the crease. So only 4 runs off the over there. 137 needed from 78. About 50 runs behind the ball count. They still need to get some big boundaries here, the Americans. Still have a lot to do. A lot to do. So, there's a post here. Australia favourites against Ireland despite pace woes. Are you shitting me? Oh, the disrespect to Australia is incredible, mate. We are... I love this underdog tag, eh? Despite missing key players, Australia heavily favoured to win their T20 World Cup opener against Ireland. No shit, Sherlock. Come on. What is this? It's just, why are we getting absolutely slapped all over the park at the moment? It's just crazy. It's actually wild how low the media has gone to putting us into the shit based off of the 1 series. That's going to be 2 runs here. Yep, they will get 2 runs out of that. Good running. 56 for 1 through 7.1. 135 from 77. Let's read the rest of this ridiculous article. Their recent form has been far from convincing, and the loss of the 3 lead pacers has only added to Australia's woes. The former champions, however, still start as overwhelming favourites in the T20 World Cup opener. No shit, Sherlock. Pat Cummins, Mitchell Starc and Josh Hazlewood form one of the most potent fast bowling units in the modern game, and Australia will miss their services in the showpiece event. Sure, but like, come on. Give us the underdog tag. That's a dot ball. While Cummins and Hazlewood were ruled out due to injuries, left-arm pacer Starc has retired from the format internationally. Yeah, so why are you bringing his name up? In their absence, Nathan Ellis is expected to lead the pace attack, but even he has an injury cloud hovering over him and is yet to play a game since missing the Big Bash League final with a hamstring injury. And that'll be a dot ball. Seasoned leg spinner Adam Zampa is entering the tournament after overcoming a groin issue, which made it possible for him to be available in the group stage. Considering the conditions across the subcontinent, Zampa will be critical to Australia's hopes of the tournament, which they won in 2022. Team lost in the semi-finals of the last edition to India. While leading the spin attack, the experienced Zampa will look to form a fruitful partnership with fellow tweakers Cooper Connolly and Matt Kuhneman, with all 4 of the side's group stage matches to be played in Sri Lanka. That will be a single here against Nawaz. He's only given up 3 runs this over. Yeah, it's a batting pitch still. All hopes on Cheyenne. Yeah, Cheyenne needs to go big. I don't really like Mayank here. Oh, sorry, Mayank. I don't like 3 for 7. Come on, man. Push the pace a bit more, man. You need to get on with it. Mayank, you need to go for some shots. You are hogging the strike right now, doing nothing. And again, he's going to do nothing with another dot ball. 3 for 8. It's good bowling from Pakistan, but like, go for something. You need to relieve the pressure on Cheyenne. Australian chair of selectors George Bailey said that they had the luxury of focusing on a player group likely to handle the conditions in India and Sri Lanka with aplomb, even as several players came into the tournament under a fitness cloud. These guys, the shitting on Australia is outrageous. Their batting core remains more or less the same, with Travis Head, Mitchell Marsh and Glenn Maxwell, supported by the likes of Cameron Green, Josh Inglis and Marcus Stoinis. Just 7 runs off the last 2 overs. America, you need to do something. Mayank 3 from 9. Get him off the field, bro. Get off the field if you're not going to do anything. Australia haven't won any of their past 5 completed matches with a weakened team, suffering a 3-0 whitewash in Pakistan, though with a depleted squad. No shit, Sherlock, before losing to tournament favourites India 1-2 at home last year. Good start against Ireland, go a long way. Oh my gosh, how they fare in the group stage. Dude, they're talking as if we're like some associate damn well nation. Dead set. The media is talking about Australia as if they're like some scrub team that are just trying to get a result. How they fare during the group stage. Do they really believe that Australia's not getting out of this group stage? In a group with Ireland, Sri Lanka, Zimbabwe, and Oman, they're saying, I think he's gone. I think he's gone here. No, you're saying no. USA is dying here, Paul. They are, because Manank's doing absolutely nothing, and Cheyenne has all the pressure on him right now, so he's going for an awkward shot like that. Pakistan are bowling well to restrict him, and there's a good shot over the top, and that would be good fielding, though, to keep him to just the single. That is good from Bubba Razam, though. I must sleep. See you tomorrow. I hope I don't lose my bet, but it looks safe now. No, Pakistan were heavy favourites from the start. Oop. Oh, it's heavy favourites from the start. 133 from 70, so they're 53 runs behind the ball count. No, 63 runs behind the ball count. I don't know, man. These overs after the power play have been pretty bad. They're pretty bad on the batting. Mayank on strike. Can you please get a boundary, or can you please at least go for a shot? And he's done that, and he's out. Well, I don't think this is too bad of a loss. Mayank is gone. At least he went for a shot, but you had to go for a shot. He had to go for something, and from that he gets out. I don't think this is a huge loss. And Mayank in these first 2 games has got like 5 runs. But now we'll see Milind Kumar We will see Kumar come in. And now it's starting to look very rough overall, but hopefully this new batter can change how they're playing and can push a bit more of push a little bit more. Yeah, Patel got out for a duck in that game against the Indians and has got out here for 3. He's had 3 runs in total. I gave him too much credit with the 5. At the very least, Milind Kumar got 34 runs against the Americans before getting done by Ishan Kishan and Varun Chakravarthi. Sanjay Krishnamurthy, who would come in a little bit after. He also got 36, and what did Ranjani got? Ranjani got 37. So these next 3 batters are actually some of their better. You actually didn't... Shayan didn't play in the first game. Shayan wasn't there against USA. He was stuck in the mud. Bessie's out now than another few overs. Absolutely. So Milind Kumar. They've actually got their competent batters on right now. Shayan is obviously a competent batter with 42 from 28. Milind knows how to get past the 30. Their next batter knows how to get past the 30. That's going to be a single here. Krishnamurthy knows how to get past the 30. Ranjani knows how to get past the 30. So, look, if you saw Milind with a 30... Oh, hold on. Let me make this a little bit smaller here. Ooh, jeez, hold on. Oh, hold on. There we go. And we'll move that smaller so you can see it. If you see Ranjan 30, Krishnamurthy 30, and Kumar 30, that's 90 runs there. That will be a single out to the boundary. So 60 for 2 through 8.5. That'd be 90, that's 150. And then Jahangir just needs to, if he gets to 70, there's your 180. But you've only got 11.1 overs to do that in. 3 runs of 10 balls. Great stuff, Manank. Yeah, this is exactly right. And he got out for a duck in the first game. So this is why we're criticising him. I noticed that Smith didn't reply to our Conley discussion before, but it's the same with Manank. I think Manank is fair to be criticised right now, considering that he's got 3 runs across his first 2 games here. Oh no. Oh no, what's happening here is... Oh no, my VPN's still working. Jeez, I thought that my stream was about to go down there for a second. But only 11 overs to go. 11 overs to go. 132 from 68. I just don't know what the point is of him being so high. I don't know what the point is of him being in 3rd. What's the point of him coming right in after? He's a better batter than this as well, which is frustrating. Well, again, this is a trial by fire for USA. They're playing India and Pakistan straight away. So it is a trial by fire, but, you know, it has been shocking. Required run rate is 12. They need 130 from 65. Singles aren't going to cut it here. You need to get a boundaries at some point soon. And I don't think it's easy from Pakistan. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's easy, but you do need to risk getting out quickly by going for big shots if you want a chance of a surprise victory again. Next ball. That's going to go through for another single for Milind. Shayan back on strike. He's on 44. I think this is the highest amount of runs so far for an American, though, at this tournament. Another 6 runs will at least give him a positive game. This has been a positive game for Shayan, regardless of 44. Next ball from Nawaz. Oh, big swing. It's going to be a dot ball. All these are hurting it. I'm starting to think this is a little bit too much. Too much now at 129 from 64. You're about 65 runs behind the count. Last 32 balls, you've got 30 runs, 2 wickets, 2 fours, and 1 6. It's just not good. Next ball from Nawaz. And a single. Not going to hurt him. That's 45 runs now for Shayan. Well, hopefully we get an exciting game tomorrow because we didn't really have an exciting game today. Hopefully we get an exciting game out of those big three. Two more balls left here in this over. Oh, swing. Doesn't get a hold of it, though. Should be two. Oh, they didn't run hard enough. They could have probably pushed a two. But it will just be another single. This is nowhere near enough, man. Right now, they will struggle to get to 130 in a lot of ways if they just keep with this shit. They're at 64. Come on, at least get to 150. At least get another 90 odd runs. You're not going to win, but oh, big shot down the ground. That's a 4. Okay, you take that from Cheyenne. He's on 49. They really needed that. They finally get another boundary. They really, really needed that. It's 123 more runs from 60 balls with that boundary. That was the last ball of the over too, so 5, 6, 7, 8 runs off the over. Good shot. Right up Broadway. Good shot right down the hey diddle little. But it means he comes off strike. So Malin needs to do his job now. Shadab. So 10 overs gone, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. 10 overs gone. Keep on whacking them. At least you won't see Abra for a while. He'll probably get 2 of the last 3 overs. I just want to see some close games tomorrow besides our match. Yeah, no, please don't let our match be a close one. It'd be just brutal from the English lads in the chat. It would be hard because yeah, we'd be having our own like mental investment behind the Aussies, and then we'd get these idiots saying, "Oh, a bunch of choke." You know, Jacko already is claiming that we're one of the worst teams of all time. So we need to win that one convincingly. Catch chance. He's gone. Cheyenne gone on 49, just short of the 50 bomb, and that for me is the game. I don't think from here that we're going to see the Americans get a big 122 runs from 58 balls. Cheyenne was killing it, and whilst these next 3 batters are, you know, very competent, I don't see a world that they're going to be getting to 191. And I think I struggle to see them getting to 150. Decent enough catch there from Shaheen Afridi. It's an easy catch, but you know, you do see them get dropped sometimes. But Cheyenne, regardless, 49 runs, very good inning. Spewing he couldn't get to the 50 bomb, but very good regardless. Strike rate of 144, so at least he wasn't like Manank with his abhorrent strike rate. Shubham is in. '81 runs for 150. 81 in 58. Yeah, look. This isn't going to be as impressive as the game against Pakistan as it was against India. Shubham Ranjani. Scoreboard pressure is going to force you to hit. Force you to go big. Innovation 66, control 65, power 68. At least got some power behind him. Strike rate of 168. Punch of that. That will be a single, which is not going to hurt. That last hit was straight to the man. Oh, yeah, it was very easy. Oh, it's actually going to be a 2. It's at 2 runs. That is good running. They'll get to 71. He was going for a big 6 and just couldn't get underneath it enough, and that's why it went straight to Shaheen Afridi. But that's the whole point of the bowling. You know, they're putting that ball in that area deliberately for that catch. That's the whole point of putting the field in place. Next bowl. Single. Pakistan just know how to really restrict you. They really know how to suffocate you in the middle of the game. They just don't give you any breathing space. It's not like full-on shoving down your throat pressure that you see from like an Australia or an India, but it's just like an awkward, frustrating restriction, like a boa, buddy, like a snake, boa constrictor. Just sucks the life out of you in the middle. They really do just suck the life out of you in the middle of the game, in the consolidation period. Because again, that first power play overs was pretty good for America. They got to 50 runs. It was 50 for 1. Since the 6th over, they've only gotten 24 runs. In 5 overs, they've gotten 24 runs. They've lost 2 wickets. Since the 6th over. So it shows you the clear difference there. And that'll be the end of the 11th over. 122.59, a required run rate of 12.41. I hope America just don't just try and sit in and just get through. I hope they do actually try to put a score. They're obviously not going to win, but I hope they do just at least push a score to get themselves up to like 150. Tariq. Oh no, Tariq with his controversial bowling is in. If you guys remember the Pakistan series, this is the guy that will stop and slow spin. T20 World Cup debut. It's such a weird bowl, dude. That will be a dot ball. And it'll be a wide. 75-3. The pause is so awkward. The Americans are laughing at it. They're like, what is this? What is this? Dot ball. See, and this is just prime time in regards to restricting. I honestly think if Pakistan can be consistent, man, like Pakistan can be a really damn well good team. It's just the consistency they're not good at, but they can be a really good team. Oh, big swing, and that will be a single for Shubham. The guy that stops and start in his bowl is playing. Yes, he's bowling right now. He just came in for a bowl. Like, look at this dude. Get off it. Get off it, man. Oh, big swing, big miss. 115 from 51. What is this? What is this bowling, man? Next bowl. Oh, it's a wide. He does give up a few wides, though, to be fair. That's 3 runs off the over. Just the 1 single, but the 2 wides. $114 for 51. Oh, that's going to be smashed for a 6. Oh, no, it's not. He's going to be out. Oh, he's dropped him. Oh, it's a bad drop there. Malind, he aimed for a big 6. Didn't get enough power behind it. Should have been caught out. But instead it will be 2 runs. No, it will just be a single, apparently. He just doesn't have anywhere near enough power to get over the line there. That's a bad drop. It's not going to impact the game too much, but it's a bad drop. And that will go through just for a single. 111 from 50. No, 113 from 50, sorry. Like, the ball was right there. It was a sitter. It was a sitter of a catch on the boundary. Absolute sitter of a catch he's just dropped. Final ball of the over. And that will be the end of that. Thank gosh. 112 from 48. That is an ugly shot. All right, 8 overs to go here. This is going to be a punish here for this last 8 overs, because you know the result, and Pakistan are all spin, so it will be a slow push to the finale. If it is late for you guys in Australia, I probably would suggest heading to bed because you're not going to probably miss too much here as Pakistan wind down on a win. A pretty dominant victory against the USA. This will be a single. Shadab is bowling. No, they're going for two. I feel like Pakistan will still be disappointed they didn't get to the 200. Now, he says Tariq bowls like an over 60s Sunday C grader. Yeah, but they work. Like, Australia did actually send a complaint to the ICC about him, but they passed it. They said, no, his bowling action is fine. But they did report the bowling action. Be a single. There's only been 2 overs of pace from Shaheen. It's just been spin shoved down the throat from Pakistan, bro. It's just been spins, and it's working. I'm not saying it's not the right thing to do. Like you go for gold, Glen Coco, but oh, big swing. No, huge shout. No way. No way. That's not LB. It's a no ball though. So they went off about it, but it will be a no ball, free hit. So 4 runs off of this over. Well, at least they're definitely going to get past the 100 marker. Have we seen a team go under 100 so far? No. Oman, the lowest score was 103. Or 103. 102 or 103. What was it? Yep, no, definitely a no ball. 103 was what Oman got, yeah. If you guys are still up late watching this with me, fair play to you, but fair play to you being up this late watching Pakistan versus USA in a game that is going to be a blowout. And swing, that will be just a single on the free hit. Come on, USA, release the hounds. They're not releasing nothing right now, Nath. Very, very lackluster batting innings here from anyone that isn't named Cheyenne. He was good. Aside of that, it's been really poor. But again, Pakistan's bowling has been very, very restrictive. That's a swing for a 4. And that'll be a 6. Well, they're swinging for the ropes now. They've released the hounds there, Nath. So maybe you call it 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 runs off of the over. They do need a required run rate of 13.77. They need plenty more of those. At least he's going for a swing. He actually looked a little bit like Ezra Mam just then when he was swinging that. 10 tournament sixes for the USA. I think they've only got maybe 3 today. So they must have got they definitely got a few against the against the Indians. 7.1 overs to go. Yeah, it's a good crowd here. I don't know how much you'd be expecting too much more here, Nath. I don't know about expecting too much more. 100 more runs from 43 balls, so they are 67 runs behind the ball count. Good luck with that. Oh, that's a good swing. And they'll be man on the boundary, though, to prevent it from going for the 4, and it will be a single, 92 for 3. 13 overs gone, and 13 runs off of that over. I feel like if this was Pakistan versus an India or an Australia or an England or a New Zealand or a South Africa, I do feel like Pakistan would have lost this game. This is a batter's pitch and USA just don't know how to work it. I do feel like on this pitch we would have seen, especially like a New Zealand with their hitting ability, and even South Africa, but New Zealand's hitting ability, Abhishek Sharma would have crushed this. You would have seen those guys get 200, I reckon. Maybe not in England, but England could have. Harry Brook, if he finds himself, could have been looking at something to that level. So Tariq, our favourite bowler. Ugh. Yeah, they're down in the run count by about maybe 30 of where Pakistan were at this stage. It's doable. This is a doable jack. this this run to ball count is not doable jack nothing, Nath. This is as doable as the Tigers are to win the competition this year, mate. We're not we're not seeing America chase this down, and we're not seeing the Tigers win the premiership either. Next bowl from Tariq, and that will be a dot ball. Take it on. You've got 7 wickets in hand. You've got 7 wickets in hand and a required run rate of 14.7. Take the ball on. If you get out, you get out. And like that, he might be gone there. No, might be gone too high. Harrison says another upset for Pakistan would be class. Yeah, the underdogs, Pakistan. Looking alright at the moment. Still 2 reviews remaining, but no, that was probably missing. It was close though, but it probably was missing. That'll be swept in behind for a boundary. They'll take it. A 4 for Shubham. They've got to change Tariq, meet him mid-pitch and Wooshka. Well, at least they get a boundary there. Yeah, they've got to charge him, sorry. Charge Tariq, meet him mid-pitch and Wooshka. Well, they get the 4 with the sweep. Gets past Abraham Med and off to the ropes. Harrison, we better be seeing you tomorrow for England versus West Indies. Put a bet on England for us, please. You're very successful with your bets, so I think I speak on behalf of all of us here. We would love to see you bet on England to beat the West Indies. Amazing track record. 93 from 37. The game's winding down now. Oh, that's a good shot, but there's going to be a man in the boundary out there who will stop him from going for the 4, be a single. They don't have the power behind their shots, man. They're actually getting some good shots away, but they just don't have the power. When's Oz next game? We haven't played yet. We play tomorrow, first game against Ireland. Tomorrow's a massive day. By the way, guys, 14th overs done. Drinks break, 99 for 3. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Only 6 more overs to go here. Tomorrow's a massive day, man. South Africa versus Afghanistan is the first game. And then we've got Australia versus Ireland. First time we're seeing Australia in this tournament. They're the last team to play. And they will be also the last team to play in the group stage. They get the day to themselves against Oman next Friday. And then also we've got the England versus West Indies game. I'm feeling really good about a bet tomorrow, to be fair. Please, Harrison, please put on England to win. I beg. I beg. I'm on the Windies. They'll pace the Poms. Hopefully Romario slaps them in. Hopefully the West Indies are coming back. I did do some West Indies merchandise today, so that is in the description. I did put out a new fan-inspired thing for the West Indies. Can't the Windies give us an upset? Since that England-Nepal game, it's just been kind of dire games. They've just been too easy. We're already talking about Super 8, and it's like we've still got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 11 more days of the group stage. And right now it's kind of just going to plan. And there's no big challenges. But at the very least, we've got a big day tomorrow. And then we've got rugby league and cricket on Thursday. Rugby league and cricket on Friday. Rugby league massively on Saturday, with a sprinkle of cricket, and then we've got some rugby league on Sunday with India, Pakistan. That's going to be belter. And even Saturday, we've got all 4 games of the NRL into South Africa versus New Zealand. It's a huge, huge day. 4 NRL games. That South Africa-New Zealand game, please, needs to be a belter. I'm going to be off my rocker tide, off my rocker exhausted on Saturday night. Yikes. That would have been the most streams I've done in a day. How much is that? That's 2, 4, 6, 8. With more energy in those into a 9, 10, 11. About, yeah, that's a 12-hour day, but 5 streams will take it out of you even more so. Ireland on their day could be a problem for you lot. Brackets, I have no clue. Now, we definitely know the brackets part of that statement, Harrison. I'd very much back that in. No, the brackets part of your statement is spot on there. Nate says, you can smell the footy season approaching, mate. Bloody bring it on. Yeah, well, February's insane, and then obviously we're back to heavy on the rugby league content primarily, but we will still be doing plenty of cricket. Plenty of cricket when the rugby league's not on. It's not just this T20 World Cup we're streaming. We are going to be permanently being consistent with cricket, whether it's Australia or England or South Africa or India or Pakistan or New Zealand. I won't probably do a lot of the smaller nation games. Maybe some West Indies if possible. Maybe Zimbabwe at times. I might have a little bit of a dabble in, but overall it's just going to be the big contender nations in all formats. Shatish says, look at Babar's fans on social media. They are reacting as if he hit a 35 ball ton. Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother. At least tomorrow's a great day of cricket instead of this one-sided show. Yeah, it's been a real slog of a day, mate. Are you telling me you don't think America can win this game, Duraz? You're a negative Nancy. How do you know they're not going to hit a 6 every single ball from here on out? How do you know? How do you know, Duraz? Surely Haas does a backflip. Call me crazy. Bronx have to let them go. They cannot afford to rinse the salary cap. Well, that's going to be a 4. Here's the comeback, mate. That's 105 for 3. At least they passed the 100 mark. They've still got 7 wickets in hand. Still got 7 wickets in hand. 105 for 3. 15.64 on the run rate is required. You need to hit every single shot of a 6. And the game is nearly done. It is nearly over. Only a few more overs to go. That's a swing. And that is a miss, but it will end up being a single. No, I think Payne Haas does go man, but it's interesting that they have offered him that 5-year contract with that R360 stipulation. 16 runs on the required rate. Abraham Ahmed gives up a single. Just get Prime Gale in one of these batsmen body and then they'll win. What I've really hated about America today is they've never showed any urgency at any stage. Again, Pakistan's bowling's been sweet and they've restricted them really nicely, but they've never really shown any urgency until kind of now when the game's already done. There's a 4 and they'll get 111 for 3. Melinda goes to 20. They haven't shown any urgency until the game's well and truly done. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 off the over. Harrison says, when are Oz going to get good at rugby union again, for heaven's sake? Yeah, true, Harrison. When are you going to win 2 World Cups? It's a great question, isn't it? No, look, the Wallabies, they've been down and out for a while because the Australian Rugby Union went down a private schooling system rather than a general schooling system. So Rugby League and AFL was able to target the public schooling system, and Rugby Union went for the private school, and it obviously just didn't work out. That's been a thing for 20 plus years now. But look, the Wallabies, they're actually overhated in a lot of ways. Maybe not now. That's a dot ball. Sorry, that's a wide. Maybe not so much now because they've been really poor these last couple of years. But for the last 20 plus years, they've actually been quite overhated because even in 2015, everyone knew the Wallabies is shit. And they still made a World Cup final. And they've still been competitive in World Cups and whatnot, but obviously just nowhere near good enough. Next year, the World Cup is actually in Australia in 2027. So hopefully they can turn up for a little bit of anything there. But no, it's disappointing, man. I love my Wallabies. But they aren't good. However, before you talk shit, we'll still tell you we've got more World Cups than you. That'll be a single. Did you guys win the 2019 World Cup on boundary count? Shatij, he's not going to know, mate. He doesn't actually know much about cricket. He was just here for the Ashes, and now he realises he has a bit of fun with the banter and has a bit of fun on the channel. He doesn't know shit about the English cricket team. He called this a test match, bro. He called the T20 test. Come on. He's learning. You know, he probably doesn't even know 2019 anything about it. He'll Google it, though. You watch, he'll Google it, and he'll come back and he'll say, I know all about that. I know all about it. It wasn't controversial at all. There's a single. Next bowl, 76 from 27. That's a 6. Wow, he definitely gets a hold of that one. That is a 6 for Malind. He'll get a 27. They didn't show any urgency until the 14th over at all. Bro, he called this a test yesterday. And not only that, he said he missed 2 tests. I think he said he was 19, Shatich. I think I'm right there. Am I right, Harrison? I think you said you were 19. 300. That will be a single. I think the answer of 300 shows you that he probably is that age I just said. It's the 2020 TikTok test. Also, another one here for Shatij to prove his age. When we're talking about him making a bet on the Super Bowl, he asked me, I said Seattle, and then he said, well, no, who has the coldest TikTok edits? That's going to be a wicket there. Melinda's gone on 29. He's caught. Tariq gets a wicket, and it's 123 for 4. 123 for 4. Like, if you're bringing TikTok into any equation, you know you're talking to a Gen Y. You know you're talking to a young lad. You have wasted your life. I think I'm right in regards to 19. I swear he said that on a stream once. So a wicket, it's 123 for 4. 16 overs. 4 overs to go here. 4 overs to get through. We only need to get through 24 more balls. That's it. Required run rate is 17. They only need to hit 3 sixes each over across the next 4. I think it's easy done. I know Tariq is cleared, but as a batter, gosh, it's hard to play that type of action when you pause for a million years. It takes the chance of the batters to use pace off the ball. Yeah, for sure. It's really difficult. And it's super controversial, his bowling technique, but it has been cleared. 17 and over. Only 3 sixes per over. And that is a nice shot, but it will just be a single. I'm just excited that we get to see Australia play tomorrow. After all these group stage games, we've had to see all these guys trying. But we don't need to try because Australia is the greatest team of all time. Harrison says, BK swears I'm not a cricket fan. Like I didn't play for Cookham, Dean, CC in their prime before they started letting county players in from all over. So, Harrison, I don't think that you're not a cricket fan, but you've just commented Ireland on their day could be a problem for Australia, and then here's a key part here, very big key part. This is maybe the key part of everything that you've ever said on the channel. In brackets, you put, I have no clue. He's been bowled here. Sanjay's gone. He also has no clue. Look at him stare down the batter. Shut up, Abra. Oh my gosh. It's America, for gosh sake, Abra. It's America, mate. Fair play against Australia, but you're doing it against America. You're staring down the middle order batter for America. Oh, he's such a knob. He is. He's such a knob. He is such a knob, this guy. Sanjay Krishnamurthy does go for a duck. It's a good bowl, though. It is. It's a good bowl from Abra, but he's such a knob. Like, you've won the game. You're playing an associate nation. And you're staring down the batter. Oh, boy. So 67 runs needed off of 21 balls. Harmeet Singh. His best is 38. He's got a strike rate of 148. Well, you can take a relative success if you can at least get to 150, but you need 26 more runs for that. 26 more runs. There's only 21 more balls remaining. Cookham Dean CC. That will be a single. And dig your own grave. Dre says, Abra is the type to celebrate getting his uncle out in backyard cricket and brag about it for a year. 100%. This guy, look, this is, I reckon he's related to Paul. There's like a distant cousin family connection there between Paul and Abra, between Pakistan and Australia. That'll be swung at the back for a 4. Oh, please let Australia play Pakistan. Please let us smack him. Please. Did he bat 12th for Cookham Dean under John Stewart? I don't think Nate did. I think he was opening. I think he was opening for the Mount Druitt A team. Mount Druitt A. He was opening up. 129 for 5. They only need 20 runs per over at the moment. That will be a single. I'm neighbours with John Stewart. I can confirm he is neighbours with John Stewart. He knows him well. I'm so waiting for him to be humbled against the top side. Please let it happen. Please let it happen on Sunday. Like, I'd actually like to see Pakistan get that win over India just to really mix things up and shake up the competition. But I also don't want it to be Abra that gets the wickets. Mount Druitt Raiders. Yeah, no, we know them. They're the best team in Australia, mate, just behind the Gold Coast. Best team just behind the Gold Coast. 3 overs to go. 18 balls left. I'm struggling to keep my eyes open right now. No Hasaranga for T20 World Cup anymore. That is a huge loss. Wow, I didn't know that. Is that recent news that Hasaranga is out for Sri Lanka? That's massive for Australia, and obviously massive against Sri Lanka and their chances. And Zimbabwe, they've got a chance to sneak through, man. Zimbabwe have a chance to knock Sri Lanka out, in my opinion, of the group stages. So Shaheen Afridi, oh, he's been whacked. That has gone a long way for a 6. Shubham, hello. Well, they only need about maybe 10 more of those. 10 more of those actually gets them to 196. They only need 9 more 6s. Only 9 more. They're on here. That's a big shot. 92 metres. Right up Broadway. Oh my gosh, that's another 6. That's another 6. Shubham, hello. That's 2 6s in a row. They actually, I'm taking the piss, but there's only 8 more 6s to go. 1.2 for 5. They're actually putting on some score now. Everyone watching Oz vs Ireland will just hate watching Australia. Good. Let them all hate watch. It's their fault for not being good enough. It's their fault for not being as good and successful historically as Australia. If they hate Australia, it's because they're not good enough. Hate watch us all you like, you cats. Another Indian humbling Shaheen. Oh, yes. Because he needed more humbling after this year's BBL tournament. And that will be punched at the back just for a single. Harmeet will be on strike. 44 for Shubham. 19.2 is what they need on the required rate. Nathan, did you go on tour to the Isle of Wight for Claire's Court A team in Year 6? I think Claire was actually his ex. Was his ex. If only Manank didn't waste balls and maybe get this under 35, yeah. This game has been far less competitive than that USA-India game, but with that being said, they can lose this by less. You only need 8 more 6s to win the game here. America, you've got 15 balls to do it. And that will be a misfield there. Could be 2. No, just a single. Yeah, Manank really killed their innings. America were never doing it, but Manank really killed their innings. It was awful. 47 from 14. At the very least, they've got more runs than what they got against India. They might be able to beat out the score that they got, that India got against them. Not that it matters contextually because they're two different pitches. India would have hit 200 plus here today. India would have whooped them here today with their batting. They really would have scored 220 from one. I think that India would have put an absolute score on this pitch. But then again, Abhishek Sharma probably still gets done for a duck as we've gotten accustomed to with him. Strike rate for Ranjane, first 10 balls 110, 11 20 balls 139, 20 plus balls is 174. So 12, 13, 14, 15 runs. I did Harrison. You want an autograph, champion? Bet your mum on 2 is wild. And that will be put up, and that will be a 4. So they'll take the 12, 13, 14, 15, 19 runs off the over. Their required run rate is 21, but just need those 8 sixes. All right, superstar. Oh, this is a great way to finish off the stream. Great way. We powered through it. We have powered through it. 2 more overs to go. 12 more balls left. All you need is actually only 7 sixes to win. You only need 7 sixes to win this game here, but USA. 42 of 12 game on. It's only 7 sixes, Shatij. 7 sixes in 12 balls. How do you know they won't do it? You know what I mean? How do you know? Tariq will give up a single there. So it's now going to be a little bit tough now with 7 sixes off 11. But how do you know? How do you know they're not going to do it? Mr. Superstar to you, Harry. Come on, Shubham deserves his 50 bomb. He does. It's going to be the most tired 50 bomb you're ever going to get, but he deserves it. Tariq, next bolt. Going for a swing. That's up in the air. That will be just a single. At least they got past the 150. They can take some solace in that. They'll get above 160. I'd love to see them get 170, which is 19 runs in 10 balls. I reckon they can. Shubham on strike. Come on. Just one strike away. One boundary away from getting into the 50 bomb category. Next bowl from Controversial Man. And that should just be a single. It's a good field there from Abraham, man. He's grabbing at his lower back. God bless him. I hope he's okay. 152 for 5. Okay, only 26 on the run rate now, though. Obviously, a massive amount of runs needed. But how do you know they're not going to do it? How do you know a couple of no ball sixes aren't coming? How do you know? Tell me, Shatij, how do you know, mate? You claim to be this cricket aficionado. How do you know we're not about to see 9 sixes in a row? How do you know we're not going to see 8 sixes in a row after this wicket? You know what I mean? Harmeet's gone. I think Harmeet needed to go, and then now they're about to hit 8 sixes in a row. I really do. I feel it. I feel like coming. 152 for 5. 152 for 6, sorry. 152 for 6. I just think it's real negative mindset of you to not believe in what America could do here with 8 sixes in a row. I just think it's really silly to not believe in them, to not believe in the might and the power of the Americans right now. Harmeet Singh's gone on 6. And there's only 8 balls left until we can all go to sleep after a brilliant, enthralling game. I will give credit to Pakistan, though. I will give credit, and I will say they did do well. It was bowling really nicely. Never a dull moment when Pakistan lose. I'm wishing for those 8 sixes, mate. You know it's coming. Mate, are you going to be fired up on Sunday? Like, in this chat, are you going to be just slapping it down? Night Eyes says, I believe. Have you been here the whole time, Night Eyes, or have you just tuned in late? You just come out of the blue. Oh, he's bowled him. Okay, so I'm feeling 7 wickets in the next 7 sixes in the next 7 balls. Tariq is on a hat trick right now. Yeah, he is. Cried weight rate is 33.43, so they do need to hit a 6 on pretty much every single ball. 158, 164, 170, 176, 182, 188. They don't even need 7 sixes, actually. They don't. They don't even need it. They only need 6 sixes and a 3. I've been here. I'm so sorry, Night Eyes, because it's not been a great game. It's not been enthralling action here. But see, you see us, no matter how slow the game might be, we've still absolutely smashed through it. No matter how slow it may have been. Because we've just been waiting for this next 6-7 balls. So guys, don't stress. If they don't hit a 6 on this next ball, there is actually still a chance of them winning. But it is a hat-trick ball here. However, they do need 3 runs. If they don't get that, they'll need a no ball, but still possible. Still doable, Nath. I did it in stick cricket online before. I've hit 6 sixes in an over. I did it in stick cricket. Why can't they? Great game, that stick cricket. Great game. Last ball, the over, hat-trick ball. Swing and a miss. He missed the ball by maybe about the length of the Flemington straight. He may have missed that ball from the distance of Harrison to winning a bet. That's how big. That is how big. 1 over to go. 6 balls left here. 6 balls left. Nate, did you bet on the USA here? Knowing you, I reckon you definitely did. Six balls. USA will smash it in. I think it's too easy for them. USA might be just so good at cricket. They've just thought a minnow nation like Pakistan who's not really been successful, we've got to give them an opportunity just to shine a little bit. They already struggled against the Netherlands and they're like, we're too good here. Let this Tariq cat get a couple of wickets. Tariq has taken a wicket in 23 consecutive innings. Well, fair enough. Shaheen Afridi, he's given up a lot of runs today, and he'll continue that trajectory with a 4. So that is the 50 bomb, 50 bomba, 50 bomba, bada 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 ba ba ba, 50 bomb, 50 bomb, 50 bomb, bada 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 ba ba ba. It's a 50 bomb for Shubham. He gets the 50. He's on 51. He gets the 50 bomb dance going. And Van Schalkwijk is the one who's in. How good was he in the bowling though? 4 wickets for Van Schalkwijk again. Oh my gosh, another good smack, but it will just go to the boundary for a single. Let's see Van Schalkwijk whack a 6 in. So look, they're going to find it difficult to come back now, Nath. You said doable. 35, of course, mate. 35 runs in 35 runs in 4 balls. Going to be quite difficult. Going to be very difficult there. A couple of no balls, maybe, though. Thank you, Shatij, for dropping the member GIF. That's out. Shubham's gone on 31. He's gone. And it's 156 for 8. Oh, reviewed. Oh, come on. Come on. Why are we reviewing? What are we doing? Why are we reviewing? Come on. I know it's better for a not out on your old stats, but come on. We've got 4 more balls to get through here. I'm pretty certain he's 100% gone. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. This might be close. I think if anything, it's going to be up call, and he called him out. Show us the ball tracker. Be done with it. I actually hope he stays in on the sole basis that that means he doesn't have to walk off the field and we have to see a new batter walk on the field. Because that will take time. Okay, original decision was out. Ooh, that's close. Yeah, he's got him. Oh, he's got him. He has got him. So we do have to see him walk off and a new batter come on with 3 balls to go. What this is proving to me right now is that Van Scullerquick, you just can't get him out. He gets 4 wickets. He's the greatest bowler of all time. And you can't get him out in the batting is what this is telling me right now. Because Van Scullerquick is the sole man to save the Americans now. Shaheen's given up 40 runs. At least he's got the 1 wicket. Team USA class in progress. Watching Pakistan play should count as cardio. Yeah, maybe not so. Oh, well, the Netherlands game, yeah, you're right. This game, not so much. I still love the Alright Superstar comment, though. That's some good gear. Alright Superstar is some good gear. Adil. 3 balls to go here, lads. 3 balls to go. That'll be a single. A direct hit would have been interesting, but they'll get 157 for 8. 2 more balls. Get to 160. Actually, what did I think I said 160, didn't I, for America? I think I called the 160. I think I did. Van Scullerquick. Greatest of all time. Here he comes for his final 2 balls here of this innings. Oh, they're actually chasing down a similar score to what they won by the last time these 2 teams played. Oh, beautiful hit there from Van Scullerquick. And it will be a single. You're never going to get him out. You just can't. It's not possible. He hasn't got out of this World Cup, and he won't get out of this World Cup. Van Scullerquick is one of the greatest bowlers of a generation. One of the greatest bowlers of a generation, and it's just as simple as that. One final ball to go. Adil will be the one on strike. Finish this up for the night. Do not forget, guys, tomorrow, an absolutely whopping day of cricket. South Africa versus Afghanistan. Australia versus Ireland. And England versus the West Indies. A whopping day of cricket. Be here for it. We're going to have a good time. Final ball will be chopped onto the ground. And that, my friends, is the end of the game. We did it. We survived. We got through it all. And Pakistan will get a win by 32 runs, which I think is actually less than what the Indians got. I think it was like 35-run win for India. But either way, Pakistan, it was a more convincing win for mine in this game. They were very, very good in that middle portion of the game. They restricted them nicely. They kept him in. Regardless, I thought it was a good performance from Van Scullerquick on the bowling. Got 4 wickets, and Shubman Ranjana with 51 runs. You're very happy with that. And the 49 from Shayan Jahangir. At least they put on a bit of a show. Milind